Hello, hello, Guardians. I am Ransom Rider playing my favorite game, Destiny 2. In it to win it, in it to win it. Quieting down screen. I don't need any back talk out of you. Quieting down. All right, that's
I need
adjusted.
to.
That's adjusted. Havoc, how are you? Ski Yeet. Hello,
Good.
welcome.
I need to log into your thing real quick.
All right, log
Just so
away.
you're a thing.
Log away. Mm. Guardians, I'm out of my wonderful
We'll be
green
right back.
tea and
Be right back.
peach, but I'm on black tea today. I'm on black tea.
We'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
All
Okay,
right,
I'm
folks.
back. I'm back. We dealt with the bad parts and now to the good parts. Guardians, today's broadcast, Obstructions Fist. Is it five finger or is it six? That made me think. Quest, hello. Mango Luck, hello. Nikki Satz, welcome into the chat through our Discord live stream. Guardians, if you're not a member of
Mango.
Discord, you need to hop on over there and become a member. Get
Mango.
verified with Charlemagne. Do all the good things that are available to you in Discord. And let's hang out. Last night, there was a gang of Guardians in there. A gang. Many of them coterie of arms and many Guardians from around the world, especially, in time zones where it was earlier because it was late here. So we had a good time. Be sure to come on over and hang out with us. We were in chat number one, and everybody's welcome there. We still try to be nice though. Put your top hat on and walk in good favor. Kevin, hello, hello. Mango, how are you? What are you doing, Mango? It's so good to see you. Now, Nikki, I saw you earlier. It was that a fun time. I enjoyed watching. It's always fun to see how fast people can get through those little solo missions. Solo.
With Vendetta.
Yes.
It reminded me of the pain that I don't have to do anymore.
Kat, good afternoon to you and beautiful, beautiful Colorado Guardians. Say hello to Colorado Cat. Now, what do I want to do today? I played briefly today.
Trials.
I ran through trials, and my gosh, I went up against some really, top end S tier gamers. Why was I in there with them? I have no idea. I should never be with a top tier, S tier live streaming gamer who's out for one thing, my destruction. Now, it's okay if they're on my team, but it's not if they're on the opposing team. Get out of here. Did I get anything? I've had a few pieces of armor to drop, and what I need right now is a chest piece. Everything else basically 419s. I have some 420s. I have some 422s. But as it stands, I don't know. I've been playing this. This is a Zatu build. Many of you know Zatu. He built this for me. This is Alpha Lupi. Now let's switch over quickly. This build is a Nicky Satz build. This has his stamp of approval. I followed every instruction. This one really is dependent upon my ACDC feedback.
Oh, it's well. Hold on. You got a glaive on there. That's not approved by me. The glaive is not approved.
I think this was
the-
Nikki approved.
No. I will never tell you to put a glaive
What
on.
what was the weapon that was approved?
Probably
It was forgiveness, wasn't it?
Yeah, I told you to have forgiveness on.
Yeah, I have forgiveness right here. I do, but my gosh, I took a lot of them down today with a glaive to the face.
Yeah, I was gonna say glaives are really in PvP right now. There was a guy that was a menace to me every time I touched PvP. I ran into him. His name was Demon something. He was part of a glaive.
The glaive crew.
Clan, and
Quest,
he was a glaive.
welcome
clan.
in.
His clan was named Glaive.
I know you swapped like your work schedule. We've not seen you in a long while. How are you? What have you been playing?
Well, I'm back on Destiny now. Getting my light level up. My work schedule's back to normal now, so I'm back to my normal hours. So
Now you
I'll
didn't
have more
swap.
time.
You didn't swap jobs. You just changed schedule, right?
yes, sir.
Okay, all right. I couldn't remember exactly. I knew you came in and said you were going to be changing jobs, and it would have, or changing schedules, and it would affect your how we got to see you on Destiny. But welcome in today, Quest. You've been missed.
Yes,
Guardians,
sir, I appreciate it.
do I want to go into this? You better believe I do.
Yes.
I seek victory. I seek the podium. I want roses. I want champagne. I want the accolades coming in from around the world. I want notes in my dressing room after the game. I want to be a real gamer. And can I achieve that today? I don't know. Let's find out together, because I will be going into Trials of Osiris. Now, Guardians, do remember, this is PvP, and we shake the hands of those who defeat us, and we shake the hands of those who we defeat, for we are Guardians, and we uphold the light and everything that's right. Don't listen to Nikki. He's standing right over here.
Teabag.
He's the devil on your shoulder. Now, on occasion, we need that. We all know that Angel is out there. If you were with me a few weeks ago, I got teabagged by a demon named Angel, and I will run into her. And the directive will be, everybody teabag Angel. That's what we're going for.
That sounds like inciting harassment.
No, vengeance. Vengeance. It's biblical. Now, what do I want to use here? I do have the glaive on. I do have forgiveness on. Now, remember, I've been on this map. We all know there's a centralized location. The tunnel of happiness. You either get them or they get you. And then they run around to the sides. And as with most of these games, most of these PvP, if it's 3v3, there's usually 2 in the front and 1 in the back. The 2 decoys hit you from the front, and then the main player with the skill, the assets, the weaponry, and the bravado runs to the back and hits you from behind. You get it on the head. So let's go in and find out if that remains the case. Let's go in, open the portal, go into Crucible, and we will be selecting Trials of Osiris. You know how we roll around here, win, lose, or draw. What we want to have is a good time. And I do love to see good players on either team. I watched a lot of people last night. I hung out with a lot of people today. I watched a lot of Vendetta working on the moon. Vendetta, hats off to you for having the wherewithal, the stamina, the hit it hard and keep on hitting it, to keep going into that, because the whole time I watched, it was the moon. Nikki, did he get the weapon that he wanted, or did he get a number of weapons that he wanted?
He was going for light level. He wasn't going for weapons.
Oh, I thought he wanted a weapon to drop.
No.
And at the
Maybe for
light
like
level,
for
he wants to
higher
be
light
450 to get ready. I guess to get ready, because he'll be in that raid that's upcoming. He was talking about going in with Clan Elysium. I guess probably the most famous Clan Elysium member would be Saltagrepo. But I have to wonder now because with Vendetta being in that clan, I think Guardians that he probably will be one of the most well known just based on the numbers that he generates inside of his live streams and his social media footprint. Vendetta, we're excited to see what you have in store, and I know many of us will be tuned in to watch you perform on the day of that upcoming revised raid. I mean, is it, what are they calling it officially? Is it revised? What is the, and it's going to be the same raid with more potent. We don't know. I mean, is it going to be new mechanics? Are they going to be more powerful? Are they going to spew more hate? We're going to have to tune in to their broadcast and find out. Now, I will be having a beverage and munching on popcorn as the festivities unfold. And Guardians, I hope you're doing the same. Only the brave enter one of those revised raids. Ooh! Ooh! Well done, Twix. Break me off a piece of that candy bar. Holy moly, he was good. Twix. Twerk Stallion, we need to see your show. What time does it start? Midnight? $25 entry fee. What's going on in there? Twerk Stallion. Guardians, my imagination goes wild about stuff like that. I don't know that Twerk Stallion has a show, but with a name like that, I feel like he easily could have a show. Holy moly! Mother of Savathun! I barely got here and they've taken them down. Jason, how are you? Oh, Mango Luck, you know I've got multiple monitors. I try to just, focus. I turn my head and watch one team to the next. Because I do root for people that I know, that have spoken to, played with, hung out with, interviewed, any of that. I feel like I got him. There went Deathless. 3-0 though. My gosh. Moab the Mauler. Oh no, somebody left their team. That's never a good sign. Look, if you come into this, I'm going to say this. You can quote me. This can be digitized across the web, around the world, throughout the solar system. If you come into these games, don't run off. Don't run off. Take your medicine. And by that, what I mean is, Guardians. Water gone. Thank you, fellow Guardian. Glaive. Opponents have been eliminated. Got one. But listen, if you come in here, it's okay not to be victorious. Somebody left that team quickly. They didn't even give them a chance to shine. Now their teammates have been left high and dry. Not good. I don't remember who it was, but obviously they saw Twix and Twerk, and they knew that it was going to be a bad way to go. Twix and Twerk. Oh my gosh! Holy cow! I've never seen 5 rounds won so quickly.
You get a prime.
Did I get a prime?
Yeah, you get a tier 5.
And I like Vendetta. I need 450. We have that in common right now. Wow, Twix, you've got your glamour gear on. I'm going to say yes to your stylist. You look good, buddy. You look real good. All shiny. That's a beacon for a bullet, what that is. Anytime you go onto the battlefield and you're that shiny and you're glowing, guess what? You're a target. You are a target. Now, what am I going to do if I go in and find that the other team has Twix on it? I'm going to stay with it. And I'm going to try to use Outbreak Perfected to my advantage. Could I score against Twix? Maybe. Oh, Quest, PvP has been so good to level up. But now, Nikki, where did you get most of your levels from? You did solo to get most of yours, didn't you?
No, PvP.
Oh,
I've literally
PvP.
been playing
Nikki did
PvP for a month.
PvP.
I've only been doing PvP for a month because it's 50 times more rewarding than PvE right now.
Wow. So I didn't know I had made a step in the right direction. Well, I did really, because I've been getting good stuff from PvP.
You've been playing a lot more PvP. I mean, here's the thing: doing the same activity over and over and over again, like in solo ops, is just mind numbing.
I know.
And I'm not
You
saying
heard it here first,
is,
Guardians. It is mind numbing.
I mean,
They're going to
it's not
quote
that
you on that,
PvP is
Nikki. They're going to
exciting.
quote you.
Well, yeah, it's not that PvP is amazing in this game, but I mean, it's definitely a lot better, in my opinion, than just doing solo.
Because it varies every single match. No two matches are identical. Some may feel samey, but they're different. Different players, different outcomes, different scores, new fashions. It's refreshing, really, Guardians. And I say that as a 99.2% PvE player. I'm a PvE first and a PvP later, but I do really enjoy it these last few months, and that scares me. What if I'm not alone?
Is the rocket sidearm in trials or comp?
Just regular, any regular crucible. It can drop from trials, but not. It's more of like a level up in crucible. So if you want the rocket sidearm, I would do like control or something.
Okay.
There's only 3 of us in here. How did they have a score of 4 on their side? It don't make no sense. I didn't see anybody
Somebody
get
got rezzed.
revived.
Maybe.
Stay out of the air. Stay out of the air. That should be my motto. Oh, you think you're a hot stuff. Looking for the hot stuff. Cue the music. Cue the music. Jason, how are you? How is your beautiful country, Scotland? How goes it? I need to charge these guys and go from
Scotland?
behind.
So heavy. How goes Scotland?
Yeah, I want to know.
How is it? The eternal ruler of Scotland, Zatu.
He's a champion of their people.
I feel like there's a lot of rain there. The eternal ruler, I love it. He's got like a little crown and everything.
Oh god, that was good. I'm glad I heard that.
Oh.
He should change his gamer name to that, Eternal Ruler of Scotland.
Well, that's Queen Victoria. Anybody that gets credited for butter cookies, yes. Or biscuits, as they say over there. It's a cookie in America.
1 minute left, my friend.
Oh, speaking of cookies, if you want a delicious cookie for a gamer snack, peach oolong tea Oreos. I just had some. They're really good.
Are they real Oreos from the Oreo people?
Yeah, real Oreos, but they're from Korea.
Ah. So my next trip to the international market, I'll have to go into the Korean section and look.
Mm-hmm. And the cream filling inside is peach oolong flavored.
I've got to do a tea video tomorrow, Guardians, really. Because, I'm out of my good tea.
1 minute left, my friend. Your ally is back in the
Run, Guardian! They're gonna fire upon you! I heard a knife! I
just killed them.
Oh,
yeah, okay. Are we in the same game?
No, we are not.
I'm
We are
the
not. I was
miserable
looking to see if I was facing Nikki. Defeat.
I'm the miserable piece of garbage. Well, no, like I said, I would actively be throwing to make you win. But I'd be trying if I was on your team.
I want you to put forth your best foot. Really, I do. Do not do anything that would jeopardize your position as a world-ranked guardian. Now, Bam Doofus, you look good, buddy. I don't know what color shader that is, but you're wearing it well. I'm going to have to reset my card. You win one, you lose one. The world keeps spinning.
Well, go back to the guy in the other team.
The Ecological Demon.
Yeah, what was he doing? Was he running just the
Let me see if I
throw
can
knife
look
hunter?
again. I see. Can I get back to that? Yeah, previous results. Acnologia demon. I'm gonna have to look that up. Why can't I inspect him? Inspect clan. Can I inspect his clan and then nope. Well, that's strange. I thought we could always look at them. All right,
No,
Guardians. Let's go into another one. Oh, I need to reset. How I view all of these, really, Guardians, I don't really see them as losses. I see them as, learning lessons. This is school. This is school for PvP, is what it is. Kato, I need to be in a match to make it where I can inspect him. Reset passage. I guess I could keep going, but then I won't get a chance at the ship I want, and that's really the reason I'm here. I have multiple seasons of the armor, and I earned it before you could buy it for pennies on the dollar. But I do have a lot of the stuff, except the one thing I really want. It remains elusive. Just as I feel like I'm getting close, I reach out and I feel like this is it. This is the one. And it
Nobody feel
slips
bad.
through my fingers. It
Nope.
slips through my fingers.
Nope.
What is it that I seek, Guardians? Many of you know because you hang out with me. You know how I've suffered for this. I've suffered.
What is it you want? Can you tell us again?
Jason, hello. How are you?
Am I right?
Jason's bringing in a little bit of sassy with him today. A little bit of sassy.
Oh, I'm in full agreement with Jason.
He's pulled his pants up for Wadewater, and he's
We
getting
are
sassy.
on the same page here.
Oh, that tea is good. That's 100% straight up black tea. Now, for the folks that sent me the message that said, "What's in your tea?" Guardians, there's no. I mean, for the last few days, I've not even had lemon in it. There's been no lemon, no sugar. It's straight up tea. Green tea, black tea, orange pico, whatever the tea may be, it's been straight up tea. Not a Long Island tea, we all know. But tomorrow, or maybe even later tonight, I'm possibly thinking about making a little short tea video about one of my favorite teas made with sticks and twigs, dried fruits, nuts, and berries. And I really like it. It's 100% caffeine free, and it tastes like Kool-Aid of my youth.
Be careful.
Now back home,
Have you ever made pine needle tea?
I have not. Is it good?
I've never had it. I need to try it.
Guardians, we know where the... Look, I knew it.
Fight until you have nothing left.
They're coming from behind. It's how they play. Cam. That looks like a dead lotus flower. Get out of here. 222. Sometimes I wonder how that works. Did somebody get a revive and I didn't hear it? Possibly. If I go around this way, but I'm not the good one, right? I punched him in the face. I broke a tooth of his. You'll need to get that repaired. But he lives. That's Bloom with Clan Castle. Mango, I love to do a good tea video. It just gives something different for me to do. I recently saw, now Guardians, listen to this. You're not going to believe this. I recently saw some other Guardians on another channel doing some gamer snacks. Now, part of me is like, yes, somebody else is on the bandwagon, gamer snacks.
Copyright strike.
But I feel like, I started the gamer snacks, but I welcome somebody that wants to come in and do gamer snacks. Guardian down, Guardian down.
It's funny you say that because yesterday I was just hanging out on Nessus. I said something random in the local chat, and no less than 5 different Guardians noticed my name and said, "Hey, you hang out with Ransom. Tell him I said hi." So
wow,
like growing popularity there.
One day, Guardians, I could be recognized in public. I hope I've got something nice on. I go out looking like a bum. I'm going to have to try to be aware. Maybe someday. It's not a goal of mine, but it could happen. And I hope I've combed my hair. Well, I usually never comb my hair. I just run my fingers through it because there's not enough for a comb to bother with. But, I could be noticed. My mom, she definitely, coming up from behind. My mom hated being recognized. She really did. And it happened to her frequently. I threw a grenade. Where's my team? DED. Bloom assisted on
glaive
everything.
Is not helping.
I know.
Is genuinely doing nothing.
I was number 1 on my team.
Yeah, you did get your teammate farmed.
I don't want to say that.
I think Zatu told me to glaive it up. Glaive it up?
No. I brought it up to you. I never said for you to actually run it. Like, I give you, like, a load.
See, they came in from behind. Bloom, this team, they know how to work it. He's using Amit. Get out of here with your old Amit.
Actually, if you're running Titan, just run Bolt Charge. That's what you should be running.
Or just run Strand with Wishful Ignorance and 2 double glaives like another dude did.
No.
Nah, that's one of those niche builds.
Well, his name was
Everybody
Demon.
needs to stop with the glaives.
His name was Demon Theater, and he was wrecking us in trials with glaives.
You mean there's a glaive build?
The glaives. Of
Nope,
course there is.
Nope, it does not exist. It doesn't
Yeah,
work.
it's on pure Strand Titan with Wishful Ignorance and just double glaives.
Don't give my ideas.
This is you want to turn off your brain, throw a shield down, shoot outbreak, profit.
See, Guardians, we lost, but I was still rewarded. The 2-fold crown helm. Big carrots. Big carrots. And that was a 419. A 422? Let me get out of here and go to orbit for a moment. Well done, team. Well done. A 422. And it's a tier 5. Specialist.
Rounds ago.
Oh.
That would actually be perfect for your Alpha Loopy build that you should be using.
Alpha Lupe. I've got an Alpha Lupe build right here. And it looks good. It looks real good. Alright, now. That's so nice.
I don't think you've seen my message. Basically, every tier 5 you get from 400 to 450 will be a prime. So,
yeah,
if it drops to tier 5, it's a prime, and that'll level you up. So,
alright, well, this is a 420, and it's a tier 3 right here.
It's because you're already 420, you see.
Yeah.
Oh.
You probably leveled up based on that tier 5 dropping.
I saw where they said they were really going to fix that this time, but they've been saying that, Guardians, for like 10 years. Stuff is supposed to... They said a long time ago that it drops based on where you really are, not what you've got equipped. But then, just in the TWID, they reiterated that, oh, now it's going to drop where you really are, not what you've got equipped. I know.
Where you are.
I know that many of you will remember they've said that before.
Mm-hmm. They said it twice.
Yeah,
They
it's
said it
been
twice.
said before. It's like, have you been fooling us, Bungie? Would you do something to alienate the player base? Would you?
You're at that
Bungie?
level.
Of course, it
You're
would. There would.
pretty sure you're at that level, so that's why it's
Yeah.
dropping at that level.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
Oh, here's a 422. Here's a 422. Oh my gosh.
Again, your power level in trials does not matter other than if you're 200. You are just decimating your
at
stats for just a
well,
smaller
it
higher
matters
number.
about your drops according to what they just
No,
said.
no. It doesn't. Your power level, your account power level, which is shared, is all that matters. So what you have is what you have. Your drops are going to also be based on performance. So if, let's say, you lose by, and your ranking is a B or something, or like a C, you're going to get a lower tier drop. So it's not actually going to be like at power or anything.
So what are you saying, that if I put my 418s and 415s in, I could still get a 420 and a 422?
Yeah.
Guardians, you heard it here first. You heard it here first. But I have heard that before, Nikki. I know they said it in the TWID, but they have told us again. Quest, you remember it, right? And I'm sure many of you remember it prior.
But
Kato,
here-
welcome in. How are
The
you?
one thing, though, is the misconception is the quality of the drop is still going to be based on the performance in the game. So if you got 0 kills, your team lost. If you lost 5-0, you are not going to get an at-level drop. But if your team wins and you got like a B rating, it'll drop at the like level that you should get. You also could theoretically get a prime drop, but that's completely irrelevant and just random chance.
And the prime
So
would
if you-
be what level?
I think, what, +4?
Yeah, I think
Plus three, yeah.
plus 3. Okay.
Yeah, so it'll be a higher drop, but I mean, like, even if you get something that drops after a match, it will not necessarily be at the power level. If, at least in PvP, if you were like a C rating or below. If you played well and you lost, no big deal.
Okay,
You'll
so
get
it
power-
goes
you'll
back
get
to
the
the
same thing.
A, B, C ratings that we have.
Yeah, the ratings matter and your performance matters. So,
Okay.
like, if you went into solo ops and did a 45-minute solo ops,
So
for
that
whatever
422 dropped for those 5 rounds where we were victorious.
no, that was a prime drop. You got a prime drop for that. That was to help your level.
All right.
That was an arbitrary drop that was the random chance drop that you can occasionally get to, like, actually gain your levels.
Hat tricks, thank you. Do you have a rabbit in there? Do you have a rabbit? A very long scarf. We want to know what's in your hat of tricks.
I think. Yeah.
Hat tricks. Welcome in. All right, let's go back in here. Remember, Guardians, I'm here for the fun of it. Just
Well, I don't
for
have
the
one.
fun of it. That and a chance to go to the lighthouse and find myself flying back home in a very rare ship. A very rare ship. I don't know.
Here we
We'll
go.
Find out. We'll find out. I've been denied for how many years? Years
Many.
I've been denied this ship. I kid you
least
not,
several.
Guardians. They have
ship?
kept me a
Wait, what's
loser
the ship?
for years. Season
forgot.
17. How many years
Hey,
ago did
what?
season
That's
17 come out? How many years, Guardians? I mean, Zatu, you know this stuff. You have the
I wasn't in the
mind of
game
a
at that point.
machine. How many years has it been?
What's the season?
It's like
When did season
26 or something now.
17 come out? Let's go back and look at it. Look at this. I'm having to page down. This is it, Guardians. The one ship that I truly want that I have been denied over
What's
and
that
over
one?
and over. Guardians. Now, some of you may
Content.
have watched a sci-fi movie called Stargate. It was a movie turned into a series. I think it aired on Sci-Fi for like 25 years. The longest running television show, I think, ever. Beating out
It's not a soap opera.
a lot of them, and it was good. It was a little bit soapy, but it was sci-fi, and that kind of reminds me of the enemies they had in there. And I love it for that reason. I'm all about that Egyptian aesthetic.
Wait, what was the other enemy with the Goa'uld or something like that?
Yes,
Stargate.
Quest. Yes, you watched it. You watched it.
Sure.
Sorry.
What were those little replicating bugs that they ran into that one of those super races couldn't get rid of them?
Oh, I forgot.
Replicators, maybe.
That sounds about it.
By the way, season 17 was Season of Haunted, so that's like the second season of Witch Queen. So,
Yeah.
So how many years ago was that?
oh, 3+ years.
Wow,
Or three-
Guardians.
3 years, yeah. Around 3
Over
years.
At least
100
three
years
plus
in
years.
game, 3 years in the real world.
22, I think it was.
Now, for those that might not have viewed before, so this, don't feel too bad because Ransom here did solo queue. What was it? Last week, 2 weeks ago.
Maybe not.
And I
Where
was
if you get
denied.
5 wins in a row. No,
They
no,
took
no,
my
no,
they
that's
took
not
my
the story.
wins and they twisted them and destroyed them. That's what
He
they
won
did.
5 in a row on his trials card, right?
I did.
Which is great.
Yes, I did.
And you're eligible at that point to get cosmetics. Now, if you're eligible to get cosmetics after any random win you get after the fact, you can possibly have the cosmetic to drop. So this shift that we've only been talking about now for
3 years.
I don't know.
20 years.
Well, at this point now, so if Season of the Haunted was 3 years ago, so let's call it 3 years and 3,000 years in game. So he had the opportunity to get this ship, and he decided to play quick play expert.
Guardians,
Now,
I
you
have
feel bad
been to
for
the
him?
tower. I walked the walk. I talked the talk. Me and Saint, we're buddies. I gave him a shotgun that saved his life. Oh man, I was gonna slide and charge him. It didn't work out the way I planned in my mind. But
No offense,
you know, I
but,
look at that and I think all those trips to the lighthouse, all those struggles, my hopes crushed and dashed upon the stones below, never to have achieved greatness with the ship that I seek, that I want, that I must have. I don't know. They don't like me. They don't like me. I even participated in their Christmas event 2 years ago. I made something original, and they didn't like it. They didn't like it. No, they featured it on their channel, so there is that. But still, I did not get an emblem. No trophies were had, and the ship remains out of my reach. Out of my reach.
Cue the music "Out of Touch" by Hall & Oates. Thank you.
Yes. Cue the music. Cue the music.
It is just you.
And I say
Where
this
is my
just
team?
obviously in jest, but the amount of improvement you've made in PvP, you don't give yourself the credit.
Said the
And
dead man. What
you also
improvement?
just don't. But you also just don't play the game when you should be
I
playing
know. I look over here at chat and I hang out with you guys where I should be using my focus. Use
it. Are
your
you still
focus.
using a glaive?
On occasion. On occasion.
So you still have a glaive on, is what you're telling me.
Yes.
No, he has a pistol.
I'm pretty sure the last.
Oh
three
no!
times
Wait
I
a minute.
peeked
I'm
over-
using forgiveness.
Are you okay? All right. Good change of pace.
Oh, this guardian gave me a little commendation. See, a
Aw.
I don't know why
kindred
commendations
spirit.
are even in the game anymore.
A kindred spirit.
Even though it was 3-2, 3-on-2.
You got your honey tea and snacks. It's a 3 scores in a hockey game, different kind of tricks. Okay. I don't know what that means, but I'm listening. I'm hearing you. I do
Three-
love
three's-
hockey. I used to go to a lot of hockey games, and I love it when they get the sticks after each other instead of the puck. It gets interesting when they're beating each other on the battlefield. I mean, the ice.
It's Battlefield.
It might as well be
Battlefield.
a battlefield.
I used to go Guardians. It was like, the minor leagues. I mean, maybe those people
Fun
were
games.
making some big money. And it's back when I lived in Memphis, Tennessee, and I would go watch. And they just would beat each other senseless with the sticks. And it was always, like WWE. It was like WWE. I never could understand. Were they doing it legitimately out of hatred for each other and the I want to win competitiveness that we have in professional sports? Or was it for show? We need
It was
answers.
purely for the love of the game.
You think it really was, Quest? You think it really was?
Yep.
But then they moved the team like further out, and it was like, ugh, do I want to drive an hour? I don't think so. So I didn't really go anymore. I think they moved the team then to like another state. It got moved somewhere else. But I always thoroughly enjoyed watching those. I did.
I used to watch hockey when we had a team, the Houston Aeros, and then they moved away from Houston, and I just stopped watching hockey.
Where did they move to, Quest? Where did they move to?
I forgot where they went, and then I think, either dissolved or they moved and then dissolved. And I was like, well, I'm done watching hockey. I don't have a team, so.
Now, is this a true statement? Football in the rest of the world versus, the football we have here, totally different. True or false? True. But the soccer that we have here, is the soccer the same as the football in the rest of the world? Because I really could get behind watching, the football, the soccer. Because I like that you can see the player, you can see their face, you can see the anguish, the joy, the heartbreak, the determination to win. You can see it, and I like that. That's the one thing about American football. You really can't see what the player's going through unless they do that close-up zoom in. Speaking of football, though, I just want Travis and Taylor to have like a gang of youngins. I need like 6 youngins.
Nope.
They're ate up with money, and if they have a gang of them, one of them's going to be good at football, and one of them's going to be good at singing.
I'm still saying they're getting divorced within a year. Or no, I'm predicting they don't actually get married.
Well, she
It's
gets
gonna
to
be like a
keep the
5-year
diamond.
You stand alone. Do not
It's going to be a 5-year engagement with no date in mind, and then it's just going to fizzle off like most of these relationships in the fake public eye.
And then Taylor Swift's going to get replaced by an AI bot.
True.
That's not even the real Taylor anymore. She's already been replaced.
Rose,
Avril-
Goku,
Avril Lavigne.
Black, welcome in.
Oh,
Rose.
don't get me started.
Or
We've
is it
talked about
Rose?
that.
Or
It
Avril.
could be Rose.
You can stand back up.
There is an accent on the E, so it's Rose. Welcome in. How are you? Now, Rose, give us a little update. Are you playing D2 or are you playing Destiny Rising? Last night, late night. Now, this was off live stream because this was risque. I was inside Destiny Rising, and I finished, the jumping part of the game. So, yeah, I'm moving on.
How do you
Jumping
like it
part.
so far?
He's referring to the tutorials or whatever.
Or
He
where
was
you,
mad that he had
you
to
get double jump.
jump
Oh, yeah, you
multiple
get double
times. Or
Yeah.
All right.
And I will say that I am not going to spend any real money in there. As soon as they ask me for real money, I'm going to have
You
to
don't need
sign
to
out and
answer.
wait for the next day. But
He says
earlier
until the
today,
Eververse
the clan, it's called Coterie inside of Destiny Rising. We'd have a presence there. We have many active members already. The clan was officially recognized earlier today.
I'm so excited. Yay.
Well, I'm gonna have to join the Destiny Rising.
It's
I
annoying.
had
I
to
can't
turn
believe
off.
you guys on Ryzen now.
I guess it's
Can
region
you?
lock, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yay.
No,
For
he
real?
can't. He can't play. Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, you can't?
No, it's
No.
region locked.
The other team is
Oh,
back.
But,
oh wow. Oh wow.
I do. I'm
not
I'm
surprising
finding
for a
it to
mobile
be
game.
I thought you
fun.
said you could. Oh, that's so sad.
Nah.
We're gonna miss
They need
you.
to
We
figure
will
out a
miss you in
way to do
there,
that.
Jason.
What's that?
We will miss you being there.
That's fine. It's whatever.
Guardians, did you see that two in the front, one in the back?
Less competition.
This is
for the
warfare.
daylight.
This is Trials of Osiris.
2v.
Falling like flies. Kidding.
Match
To
point.
be honest, I'm actually enjoying the game more than Destiny 2 at the moment. So
Now they're winning. Why did that guy leave
Hands
over
down,
there?
me too, Zatu. I am just. It's scratching that Destiny itch I've had for so long.
It feels
And I
like
didn't
kind
like
of.
because
It
of
feels
the-
throwback.
It is good.
They just do a lot of
Yeah.
things right.
Yeah, it does feel so good.
It feels
Because they're not
very
fun.
throwback. I feel like I've been reborn and I'm just taking a different path than I did going through the
It's like the
Cosmodrome.
alternate ransom.
But there are a lot of similarities, a lot of the same feelings. It's good. I can't believe that a mobile game is that good. That's the part that I'm truly amazed about.
Yeah, me
Is
too.
that the mobile game is that good? Okay,
Yeah,
it was
what-
2v2 on that.
every single day I'm just playing it because it's just got so much content to do. It's like
Every
funny
day
how
I'm
much-
shuffling.
Yeah.
Cue the music. And so I need to catch
It's been
up.
interesting too. It's
because,
just it's not been like I don't know.
I think I'm
Like
on
wild, I
like
thought it would be
mission
wild,
2
but
in
it's
there,
not
and I
that.
got to do a
Yeah.
lot more.
Yeah, you do. I had to cut off applications because we're up to 10 out of 30.
You better have me a spot in there.
So,
Don't
yeah,
make
I
me
know, I gotta
branch
make sure
out and
everyone's
form
got
another
that.
group. I'll be the arms part of
Don't
Coterie.
do it, I'll cry. Did you say you'll be the arms? That would be so funny. I would actually be okay with that. Oh,
It
man, 'cause I was
is,
mad that I couldn't fit the whole game.
it's, and I'm playing on my PC because I'm
That is
using
funny.
Mew Mew. Is it Mew Mew? I guess it's MUMU, so it's Moo
Yeah,
Moo.
Moo
Mew
Moo
Mew
Moo.
instead of Moo Moo, which would be
No, it's
OO.
okay, you don't need to mute. You're fine.
But I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. I thought about
I'll be back.
loading it on an iPad or even my phone. And you can sync a controller with your phone, I believe.
You can.
So I think that would be a good time. Let's go to the tower and see if I got anything there. Maybe there's something that will brighten the horizon.
We gotta get you to have dim on your computer up.
I've got it here somewhere. I've got it. It might need to be updated.
Updates. It's just a website.
Oh, I thought you had to
Tells you what's-
download it.
No, it just tells you what's in your postmaster, so you don't have to go to the tower.
Oh, I thought it was more complex than that.
I mean,
No.
there are more complexities if you want to go down that rabbit hole, but like if you were looking, it's just by itself just an inventory manager.
Well, I do have it. I do have it.
Like, I
Dazzy
wanna play,
P, how are you? Hello, Dazzy.
I want to play Destiny 2 so bad, but like, there's nothing to do on the game, so I'm just not turning it on.
Said the 450 in the room.
Yeah, get your 450.
But
Yeah,
even
but-
then, like, it's not like unless you have like a reason to do something, like it's a soulless grind at 450.
I don't know. I feel like the game shouldn't be. The expansion shouldn't be like just leveling. It's quite. I don't know. Quite lazy in my opinion.
So now, what power level was Vendetta today? I didn't look to see.
I don't know, like 430 something.
I'm only like 320 ish. I need to catch up.
Can I glad I'm done with that stuff anyway? It was just so bad.
A T5 or a T5, a rumor. What is T5?
Tier 5s.
Tier 5s.
Tier 5.
Oh no, they're definitely
They're not a
here.
rumor.
They're definitely here.
You know what I did yesterday, Xanto?
Yeah, what did you do?
I went through every single piece of Slopstis armor and I deleted them.
Damn.
I have no use for those. As rewarding as Slopstis was,
Do you
No
mean
need.
solo slopstis?
Oh, I had nothing, and I have nothing. All right, I'm
my
gonna
God,
have to
that's a-
take a little break from that, Guardians. You have to, recharge your batteries. You got to plug in. I'm an EXO. I've got to find an outlet somewhere.
to be fair, it's probably going to be easier after reset
Monday.
tomorrow because that's when the Sunday after what the flawless pulls out, you'll probably have an easier time just overall.
Is the forest pool itself thing? I thought they removed that.
I could have sworn somebody was saying it's still there. And it definitely has felt easier on Sundays and Mondays.
I agree. I feel like Mondays just seems better for me. Better. Because people go
Mondays.
back to work, they go back to school, and then you're left with maybe a group of folks that aren't as hardcore. I think the Saturday Sunday group, they're hardcore.
I can't believe I actually got killed by something really unique that I haven't seen in a while. A lightweight throwing knife. Oh wait, never mind.
Really?
That's just what I get killed by every game. But
Wow,
I'm
the
also the person
tower
using
is
it, too.
packed. All right, look at all of this. I have not seen the tower this full in a while. Is something going on that I'm unaware of? Comic-Con. I
actually
hear
something
that
I
the
should do.
costumes are really good this year.
Funny.
What's the exotic mission or the pinnacle mission today?
I was about just to ask that because if it's something useful, I might jump on.
I should not have. peeked
Is
the
it
ignorant
Kale's
hammer.
Fall? One bonus drop?
Like a
Oh,
bonus.
it's meant. Oh, I need to.
And it's
jump
meant
on.
to. I'd actually do some.
Yeah, I'm jumping
Well,
on.
I guess does anybody need a mid retrograde if that's the case? Hop in with them.
I want to try and get a tier 5 one, even though
Yeah.
it's extremely rare to get. But
Manly, welcome in. How are you? Just if you're joining and you found me over on TikTok, thank you. This month I've had over 200 new followers over there. Thank you. Thank you. Somebody keeps copying me to somebody named Puro. I need to find out who Puro is.
it's probably the hater.
Who are
That's
you?
been dead
It has to be.
know.
I would think it has to be one of them.
Maybe, who knows?
Let's see.
I was just joking.
Oh, but it's probably true, Zatu. It's probably
Probably
true.
Oh goodness.
I was gonna see who that
Raven's
was.
out there making waves.
Yeah.
But I do get a lot of really great messages over there. I'm just looking to see. It might be too far back. No, here it is. That Puro XD. And somebody has commented and copied at Puro XD. So I wonder who they are. I'll have to look into it further. This will require some investigation. I'm going to put my Sherlock Holmes hat on and go out into the world and
I
find
wouldn't
out.
waste my time or energy,
There's a lot of degenerates on this planet, and I would not waste your time with them.
especially on a platform like TikTok.
Tick
off
tock,
TikTok.
tick tick tock.
Flop top, more like.
Kevin, you still need a tier 5. I deleted some of the lower tiers just recently, just to move them out. Move out. Let's see. What do I want to do? I mean, I understand people's propensity. Word of the day: propensity. I understand people's propensity to get burned out, because like right here is basically this is it. These 4 little icons, and then a couple of things over here. And I keep reading or thinking I'm reading that this stuff is supposed to be unlocked.
Not yet.
Taz, you're in my tower. You come on over here and say hello to me. Where are you? Taz, howdy, buddy. Sit up, pull up a chair, and we'll shoot the breeze. We got to shoot the breeze. Guardians, if you're new to my channel, Shoot the Breeze is, let's talk about it. We'll talk about it. Want to hear it? Here it go. Free your mind, and the rest will follow. Speakeasy Bob, it's so good to see you, and thank you for hanging out on the late night private stream. I did stream on Discord privately, so if you missed it, you missed it. But come the next time. We had fun over there. We had fun. But Taz, let's take a look at Taz and see what's going on.
Do a few kills. You, me, Ransom.
Yeah, I'm on right now.
Right. Zatu and I are gonna join on me, Ransom, and we'll.
I'm for it. I'm for it.
Y'all can run some minus 60 content.
Taz is a hunter, an exo. The power level is 363. Using Prismatic, the Mountaintop, Pre-Asti Annex 4, and the other half. The Ghost Shell is solar. The exotic piece is relativism. 106 on weapons, a 110 on class, a 138 on grenade. Taz, go forth and take them down. Give no mercy to those who would oppose you. You have the power. Let me get over here and hang out with some friends, and maybe we can do something for the fun of it. For the fun of it, I think there's a song about it. I think there's a song. Rolo, thank you for that. I'm out of room. I'm going to have to get some more room. Don't think that I'm ignoring you if you're in that request list. I'm just out of room. I'm out of room.
Toxic Trials streamer.
Wow.
All right, what am I going to wear? I guess I can just... Am I going to stay with what I've got on?
Or whatever you like. Doesn't matter.
That's a nice ship you got there, Xantu.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks.
Yeah.
That Zatu ship, we're going to have to inspect it. I'm going to need to see if it's marked and numbered on the bottom.
Sure
that's black. That's black market's what that is. Black market.
Black velvet.
Black velvet with a little boy smile. Atlanta Miles, wasn't it? Or Atlanta Miles.
Yeah,
I was thinking Alanis Morissette, but that's a different one.
Yeah, no. I mean, she just sang everything about being depressed.
I mean, we just got here, and look, half my tea's gone.
Let's do minus 20.
Half our team's gone.
Half my tea is gone.
I thought you said team.
Quest, thank you.
All right, ready?
Yeah, I'm good, yeah.
Taz, you need to come and hang out with me, buddy. You know I need friends. It's my goal in this game. If we're the last team standing, we win. We win. Zach, how are you? That icon, I feel like he's a champion.
I've done kills. I haven't done.
He's got great hair.
In a while. Besides solo slops.
What's this PvE you speak of?
I don't even know. I'm a trials player now. That's all I do. I've done more trials in this season
or am
alone
I just playing?
Short time than any other season or expansion.
Havoc, I need a rework of my other tune. I would have 3 songs on your playlist. I need that reworked.
Yeah.
Zach, you're welcome, buddy. You are welcome. And welcome into the chat.
Destiny Rising. Playing Bungie.
You're playing Destiny Rising right now?
The heck yeah, are you serious?
There's no life in there for you.
And then once I get all my resources, I've got to upgrade the wolf pack hangar or whatever. But I think I need to build. I think it's gonna. Is it gonna force me to actually build furniture before I can do that? I don't know. We'll see.
Wait,
I
you're
don't know.
Oops.
building furniture? What?
Yeah.
Welcome
Yeah.
to
You have to
delivering.
increase your like influence or whatever by placing furniture or things throughout the hideout. But I don't know if that applies to like, the
Furniture.
actual
Wouldn't
rank
it be
or not.
better to be like building guns at a factory that are going to be conducive to victory inside of Destiny Rising?
And it is a mobile game, so it's, here's your chair that you need to build.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I'm excited. I spent hours in the Warframe dojo, although I still want to actually decorate the
Swornline got me.
dojo. I just made like
Washed.
giant halls and rooms. I never actually got to the decoration part. Just put what we needed in the
Is it
dojo
a
as
fake
far as
one?
Warframe.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
But I did read where they're getting rid of, that horrible, the grapple that does nothing. You're still going to be able to select it, but gone, is that irritant. And I
That's
think
good.
that will come. That will come in the next one, right? Which is not that long away, Guardians. We just have a few days remaining.
I think it's a bit longer than a few days.
No, let me look. It's just a few days.
What,
9
actually,
days. It's just 9 days. Mr.
days,
Glass,
I would-
yes, it is. I'm in total agreement with you. To be a mobile game, it's astounding.
Oh,
And to
yeah.
be a Destiny game, the Bungie people have to be saying, why didn't we do this? I don't know. Why didn't you? They
Because-
needed the money. We discussed this last night off camera in Discord. There was a bunch of us in there. And we were all talking about it. And Raygun was a fountain of information. Raygun, thank you. But it was interesting, thinking about that and how it went down. It kind of all happened, according to Raygun's information, when they sold or they split from Activision. And that, yeah, they needed the money, Mr. Glass. When you break it all down and you cut through the gibberish, they needed the moolah. And it was a quick $100 million. I guess if you got to make payroll, you got to make it. It's like the Prez CEO, now retired man who started FedEx, formerly known as Federal Express. He was low on money. He couldn't make payroll. He took a little stash that he had put back to Vegas, and he won the payroll. He won the payroll. So phenomenal. I was lucky enough to get to meet him several times and chat with him when I lived in Memphis, Tennessee. And such a nice man, really.
I mean, if anything, that's the lesson to be learned is if your business is failing, just go to Vegas.
He got lucky, Nikki. He got
I
lucky.
know.
He won what he needed to make the payroll. But
I'm also willing to say that story is way too convenient, and what probably actually happened is something that nobody wants to know. Did I kill that guy?
And then his best friend, who had served with him, I think they were in the military together. I met him several times. Really nice guy. And just nice, great people.
Really odd.
But his story was amazing that you think, oh my gosh, what place were you in when you were thinking, this is what I've got to do? This is what I will need to do. Because I don't think that you could have called all those people and said, hey, can you spot me 2 weeks? You know, some would have said, "We'll stand with you. We believe in the company." Others would have said, "I got family to feed." And of course, now FedEx known the world over as one of those brilliant plans that made it, because he did the report in college, and he said, "Hey, I want a central hub. We're going to disperse, mail and packages from here." And his instructor were like, "Are you crazy? This will never work." And I think he got a bad grade. And fast forward a few years, and he's ate up with money, and so is his company. A little success story. The dream comes to reality. I, on the other hand, dream about making it in Trials of Osiris. Can I? Will I? Does victory await the brave? I don't know. All right, now right here, I know that I can't make it to where Nikki and Zatu are at before I get pulled. So, I pull a chair out, I raise a toast to guardians around the world. Drink with me, whatever you're having. Stay
Just started
united
Zatu.
and push back the darkness.
I'm a little behind.
That was just another shortcut.
Yeah, I saw it. Was it the right side one you were doing?
Yeah, which you
Oh,
wriggle,
Kat,
which come out.
you had to start a different account on your iPad because you couldn't get the controller to work right. Oh, Mr. Glass, really? His son is a coach for the Steelers?
Are you still Colorado Cat? Or...
Oh, Amelia whiffed, of course.
I'll find you.
I'm still standing better than I ever did. Did all of the popcorns get more health, or just the ones in this? Did every portal popcorn become more powerful?
Might be a modifier for on.
No, it was the wizard.
Slow.
I don't know how that's going through a wall though.
Oh yeah, classic wizard in this. I hate that.
Right, how can he do that?
You mean somebody has got Colorado Cat?
Well, she locked herself out of the account, and
Oh,
she has Colorado Cat.
it thinks that you're the other Colorado Cat. You are the other
Right.
Colorado Cat.
If you're able to log into that other account, you can change the name, I think, real quick, and then get Colorado back if you really wanted to go through all those loops. But don't quote me on that. The reason why I say that is because I thought we could change our name, but I don't know if that's like instant or if like you have to wait.
You can change your name on the same account, but you need silver to do it.
Oh, she got me.
Of course it does. Of course it does.
Yep.
Well, yeah. I mean, it used to cost money originally anyway, so it just kind of makes sense. And I think now you can't even, I guess you get 2 free ones maybe.
Maybe I think we can still change it with silver. Just funny for a mobile game.
The best mobile game ever.
I feel like it is, but I've not played any other mobile games.
No, catch up, Branson. Why do you hate me?
Seems like my nephew used to play something like Clash of Clans or something.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, they did. They probably still do. I mean, it was quite an addictive game, and I think it's super competitive nowadays. Yeah, or has it always been? So yeah, they probably still are.
Knockout work challenge.
That's been a fair game after.
Super, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm still standing better than I ever did. Running up that hill, no problem. I'm going. I'm going.
I don't have to move. That'd be sick.
So I don't know. You know,
Oh,
the
they do
double
have
grapple
fire champions,
thing removed. Replace it. Give me double grenade, or give me some damage at the end of the grapple. Give me something. Bye, ma'am. One word for you: deodorant. I feel like, you know, was this ever good looking? I feel like maybe it should have been. You know, did they used to have picnics here? Did they used to come in here and be like, wow, this is so beautiful. I'm going to live here one day. And now they look at it and it's in ruins. Possibly.
Portal. Ransom.
Mara Sav, though, you have to say, Mara, clean this place up. Get it together, girl. Get it together.
Yeah,
All those tech ends do is stand around and smoke cigars and cigarettes. We're going to need them to do more. Do more. All right. My fellow fire teams, they have done their deeds. Now let me do mine and finish it. Wow. But after reading all of that tweet on Thursday, I kind of got the understanding that as good as all this ice is, it's gonna be even better. It's gonna get better. They're giving me more. More, more, more. Okay, a 420 dropped. I will take that.
It's actually my best lionfish so far. Charge time masterwork. Recon, chill clip, reservoir burst. I will take that.
More, more, more.
All right, if somebody wants to step in, I need to take care of the dog, take him out, do all that fun stuff. But I'll be back in a little bit.
Nikki, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll be back in. I'll probably be back in like 45 minutes.
All right.
So, all right.
Puppies come first, Guardians. Puppies come first.
They do come first, and I'm trying to give my wife a day off of doing anything. So, all right, I'll be around.
All right.
All right.
GG's. See you shortly.
$4.19, but I'm higher than that. I am a 4.20. More, more, more.
I'll back out and invite you, Ransom, alright?
Fire team invite. Here we are again on my own. Three fantasy football drafts in the last 24 hours is exhausting. Havoc, what level are you in Rising? D Rising.
It's capping people daily, so I'm at the cap right now, 45
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah, it's 45, then it'll probably go up to like another 10 or 15 levels again. That's what
Yeah.
usually happens.
Yeah, so I'm at the cap right now.
I need to get. I think I need like 3 more characters, and I've got collected them all.
Oh, me too, me too. GG's. Yeah,
Yeah, I've been grinding, and it's all free to play. I've not spent a single penny on it either.
GG's.
Ooh,
that's
I got a
nice.
423.
I have been
Yeah.
lucky as well. So not as
Blast
lucky as I
Distributor,
wanna be, 'cause I
Envious
want
Arsenal,
Ming-
Field
Ming
Prep,
Ritter
Full
so
Court,
bad.
Bait and Switch, Binary Orbit with a Blast Radius.
That roll is better than the one you've got currently, so I'll just
Switch it out.
Get rid-
Switch it
yeah,
out.
which you switch out because that's got spike grenades.
So I should do Envious Arsenal and Bait and Switch.
Yeah, Envious Arsenal, bait and switch, and just then just put your mod and your masterwork and everything as well. I don't know. I always look forward to every single day when I've got like stuff to collect. It's, I don't know. Such a good feeling.
So Zatu, you're liking D-Rising.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's very good. I kind of don't look at it like as a mobile game. Like, there's a lot of people kind of like saying, "Oh, I don't want to play it because I've got a PC for PC games." Like, but I just don't get that mentality. I don't know.
Just try it out.
Just yeah, it's just a game. Just what else are you gonna do? Play Destiny 2.
Exactly.
Right.
Reason I'm on Destiny because there's stuff with no content.
Ooh, a 420 here? That was so worth it. That trip through the Mirrored Wonderland was worth it. Zatu, I'm good for whatever you want to do. Should we find someone? I
Yeah.
found someone to take away the loneliness. Kat, what are you doing? I found someone. But I will have to play it tonight. I don't think I've maxed out on any day. There's been no day where I've maxed out.
No,
So
yeah.
even though I ran a few missions last night, I hate to be in training class. Just let me stumble and fumble my way through.
They're real quick, those missions.
Yeah, they are.
Kat, you're a 402. You've achieved great things. I'm a 420. It's showing 419, but if I put my high gear on, I'm a 420. And that's higher than I thought I was going to be.
There's literally just no point grinding parallels when you can just get easily and like.
Aren't we going to move faster in 9 days from now? And then the 500, is it 550 that they're taking us to? Didn't they say that would be better?
I don't know. I'm just not gonna I'm gonna wait and see if they've, because I just don't believe Bungie at this point. Like the last couple of days, not couple days. The twids from the last couple of weeks have been horrendous. Like I don't know what they're thinking half the time. So I'm just gonna wait for it to launch.
Well, we
So
talked
bad.
about this last night. They're not thinking. I mean, they
Yeah,
couldn't be. To make some of those decisions, they just weren't really thinking clearly.
That shouldn't even be decision like at all. Like I would never think that. Oh, which is nerfed this one activity that's actually remotely like faster than other ones.
I know everything should be when you're making decisions about a game that you own that you need to be successful. Everything should be based around the one central thought. How can I get more people involved and more people playing it again and again? You know, to me, one of the biggest, really, was just locking stuff behind a power level that I've never ever understood, and that wasn't new to them. They didn't just stumble on that a few weeks ago. They've always known that Guardians don't want to be locked out. So that I never have understood. Like, let's give them a big game and let's lock a lot of it. No, make it open, make it playable, make it replayable, make it fun. You just always have to think, how can I make this fun for players to come back in? You know, even just a board game. No board game would give you something and say you have to wait 5 days before you can, start playing. You want to play it now. It's the reason you bought it. It's the reason you bought it.
I don't know. I think Bungie are very stingy with now, with like drops and stuff. Like,
and it's the only thing that we got that's mainly new. Kepler, and a lot of the stuff on Kepler feels borrowed from, inspired by other parts of the game. Sometimes I'm running through it and it feels like, where did Spider used to be? The reef? Tangled Shore, which was an extension of what the reef used to be, or wasn't it next to the reef, by the reef, around the reef? But Tangled Shore, there's parts of Kepler that feel very Tangled Shore to me. And then I get hints of Titan. I feel a lot of Titan in there. And it's almost like they pulled, they circled it on their computer and they pulled it in to this new mount and they put a new face on it, because there's a lot of it that just feels very familiar. And that's not bad, because, I don't know. It's not great, it's not bad. But so much of it has a level of familiarity. Now, I say that about Destiny Rising, and I say it with great aplomb, that because I love that. I love that there's some familiarity there, that I feel like we're visiting something that didn't exist, that I thought would never exist again, and we're going into this parallel universe, and there's a familiarity to it that feels nice. It just feels really good. And you heard Zatu say earlier, there's a lot to do every single day.
like just because right now there's there's one at the moment, but there's going to be another destination in the next this week at some point. But the thing is, they're probably bring out planets later on. So what's something bringing like Titan and Mars and stuff back on Destiny Rising, and we're still not going to have it in Destiny 2.
I know.
Oh man, if they did, that'd be great.
They will do that. Like at 100%, they're going to do that, and I'm going to be even more annoyed at Bungie.
Yeah, right. Well, maybe it'll help push them in the right direction as far as Sony goes.
I don't know. I just don't know. Like, it doesn't feel like Destiny anymore. It just annoys me every single time content comes out. If you've played the game for so long, it's so hard to not be negative about the game when you love the game.
Now, you were a young boy when you started too, weren't you, Zatu? Because you're a double D gamer.
Yeah.
D1, D2. You were a young boy. So you've been with this game through thick and thin, sick and sin.
Prince of Scotland back then.
Yeah, I came from Scotland, yeah.
Well, I mean, you still sound very, very young.
I appreciate it. I'll take that as a compliment.
It is.
What age do you think I sound then?
There are people that just have very young sounding voices, and your voice sings of youth and adventure.
Youth and adventure. Oh
Have a guess, Ransom. What age do you think I am?
Well, you told me at one point, now you've put me on the spot.
But it is what it is, I guess.
I'm thinking 23, but I think that you told me you're older than that.
I'm definitely older than that.
But I don't remember. You've told me, but I do not remember Zatu. But I always picture you at about 23. It's like Havoc. I always picture Havoc at about 23, and Havoc looks 23 when he combs his hair.
Thanks.
As
All about
gamers,
the
people, you forget to comb your hair because you're involved. You're in gaming.
I don't know. IRL, people might think I'm younger than I actually am, which is, I guess that's a kind of good thing. But
Oh, so
definitely-
you also have that in real life where people think that?
Yeah.
Oh, so you look very young.
I'm not as young as you think I am, though. So I'm still waiting around. So what age do you think I sound then?
Well, I think maybe, did you tell me you were like 27?
28 I am.
28. Okay, I was close. I remember you told me, at one point. Maybe you told me when you were still 27.
Nah. Yeah, I would have, yeah.
So you are still very young.
Yeah, I guess. Getting approaching 30, gonna be old soon.
Oh, almost failed.
Oh my gosh, I love these ice cubes. Ooh. Yuzui, you think that Zatu sounds about 20?
Yeah, me too.
Oh, and you were 14 in betas? Well, you just gave your age away because that was 11 years ago. So you're 25 now? Yuzui, you're 25?
I remember when I was 25.
Do you remember?
I had to walk to school barefoot. No, I'm kidding.
I would have been around 15, 16 at the time, in high school when I was playing like D1.
And did other folks in your high school, were they also playing Destiny?
Oh dang, am I really
Oh yeah, there was a
old?
few of us that were playing it when it came out, yeah.
Oh my god.
Now, how big was, how many people did you go to high school with, Zatu?
I think, try to think, there was definitely over 100 people at the high school. I think it was like 100, 150.
Because, me, I went to school with like 76 or 77 people, around 70 people. And many of them, I don't know that I really saw them my junior and senior year. I don't know where they were at, but they say they went to school. They graduated. But, my school was very small, and it sounds like yours was too, Zatu. Very small schools. Because Havoc School, you had what, like 1,000 Havoc or more?
I'm just guessing. I don't actually know how much we had, because we probably had like
Manly
100.
Sprinkles, you had 2,500. Where I grew up, there were only 500 people. There were only about 500 people where I grew up. And now the official census says there's 600. I don't believe it. But during the spring, summer, and fall where I grew up, there's thousands of people because it's a big, outdoor paradise.
Actually, overthinking it now. I think I think I estimated it wrong. I think. So there was like at least 100 people in my year at the high school, but also there's more than 1 year. So yeah, it's definitely more than 100. I think it was like 700, 800. I think that's more realistic for a high school thing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably close to that. The weird thing is, the UK and the US have like different
Levels,
describe-
like when you're at a certain level, it's different from what the level is in the US, right?
not quite. I'm more meaning like high school for us would be college for you, you guys in the US, I think. And university would be classed as college over here for us.
Did I go the wrong way? Where is this place? Oh, Manly, no. I mean, we probably had, we didn't have a lot of teachers, and there was, you know, only like 15 people, 10 people in the class. And I had the same teacher 7 through 12. I had the same teacher. Now, luckily, I was crazy about her and was thrilled, you know, to have her every single year. But, yeah, 7 through 12. Running, running. Chest. Big money. Big, big money. Wheel of Fortune. Gomez 1. Gomez 2. Gomez. Thank you for that, Gomez. So, yeah, just being from a really small town, population 500. Man Bear Bean, how are you? I saw you pop up over inside of TikTok. How are you, Man Bear Bean? It's good to see you, buddy. But being from that little bitty school, you know, you knew everyone. You know, somehow, Guardians, I look back on that. And even though, you know, we all knew each other and it was a small school, I just never really felt a part of it. I don't know. Maybe, you know, I look back now as, you know, an older person, mature, retiree. I look back on it now and think, you know, did I ever really feel like a part of it? I don't know. And then when I went away to college, you know, the school had, you know, 8,000 people in it. Not a big university, but still, you know, a lot of people. And it was too big, you know, to feel like you were close to anyone because you were always changing classes and, you know, moving and doing things. I got in my major and then I knew more people. But I don't know, my school, I just never really felt like I was a part of it or in the know. And I don't know, you know, I don't know that other people would say that, but I look back on it and that's kind of how I felt about it. I think gaming and hanging out with you guys probably is the closest I've ever really
I'm pretty
come
portal.
to feeling like being a part of it. And then
Alright, so I'm
still,
pretty portal.
you get those situations I do where it's like, am I really a gamer?
Alright, boss is coming out now.
Uzui, you've always been a gamer. Always been a gamer. I hear you. I hear you. But I was so ready to be out of high school. I was so ready to be out of college. Now, as I went through life, I went back and, took classes for things that I wanted. Things that I wanted, I've gone back and taken a lot of classes and schooling. You guys have heard me talk about, going in and archery and all that kind of stuff because it was part of the game. It was kind of taking the gaming life and tuning it in to the real world. I really need to go back and, fine tune my skills on the gun range. I think that would be a lot of fun. I'd have to have some really good, headphones, noise canceling headphones. In preparation for the zombie apocalypse, of course. It's coming. I see those pictures of those rabbits and those squirrels, and I read about the deer zombie disease that's real. Real. And then it's like, ooh, man, maybe I need to sharpen my skill set. The deer thing, though, it's devastating. I don't even want to read the updates or the new articles. The United States, where I reside, hello, Guardians around the world. The United States, where I reside, we have some rare disease that's spreading into the deer populations, and we have millions and millions of deer. I think the last estimate I read was 23 million deer, and there's no cure for it, and it's spreading. And they basically just become, the walking dead. They can't eat, they can't hardly sleep, and then, death eventually ensues. It's tragic, it's awful. But, you can Google it to read more about it. And I'm not sure exactly. I hope the scientists are working on it and we find out how to prevent it. Just years ago, it was our bee colonies. We had colony collapse disorder, but luckily they found out what was causing that. It was a super tiny, almost invisible to the human eye mite that was attacking the bee colonies for the honey. Oh, Yuzui, yes. Now, I am a knife. I love pocket knives. I love them, love them, love them. I go to a place up in Tennessee, in Sevierville, Tennessee, called the Smoky Mountain Knife Shop. Love that place. The last time I went, Havoc and I went up and just had a blast. But I would love to go back. I need to drive up there one day. I just need to drive up and spend the night and look at knives again, because they have a massive store filled with knives that are for sale and, some that aren't. I really love the Japanese knives, the Japanese art of sword making. They just do some of the most incredible knives and swords ever. And then after that, it would probably be the Germans, because the Germans have phenomenal skills and they make really some beautiful knives. And then I do have knives that I inherited from my grandfather and my father. I need to pull them out and clean them, oil them, make sure they're in good condition. But I do love the multi-layered steel. I love how it looks. I'm a big fan of all that stuff. And I do daily carry a really small pocket knife with me daily. Just in case Safi and I are out in the park and we get into something, that we shouldn't, or she gets stuck in something. A few years ago, I saw something in the park that's just haunted me ever since I saw it. And I just hated it. I don't even want to, talk about it out loud. But I'm always glad that I have a pocket knife with me. But so many phenomenal, people, craftsmen that work on knives. Try Danielson. He's actually been making knives. That was my understanding talking to him one night here in the stream. And he's, a big fan of the knives as well. But then a lot of craftsmen here in America that make knives and around the world. It's not just Japan and Germany. But Japan has like a region, an area that's dedicated to knife making.
Howdy.
Yeah.
Nikki, welcome back. How's the puppy?
Puppy is good.
Is it your puppy that you got, or?
When I started, well, I mean, my wife, she had him a few years before I met her, so it is
still yours, though, isn't it?
yeah.
Here we
How
go
goes the cows
again.
falling?
Nothing really. Just stable core farm, I guess. Don't know why I'm doing it now. Just for something to do, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna be doing it again when Ash and Iron.
Surely we'll have more things to do.
Zatu, are we going to be doing this again? And
Probably.
Ash and Iron.
Well, I want a tier 5 min-range arena. If I don't get it before Ash and Iron, I'll be farming for it again. Oh, I want to need to get one more reference.
I was wondering whether there's extra ice crystals on the field when we did our run.
I know, who did that?
Freeze them all!
Huh.
They would have loved me on Batman. I could have been Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze.
Even Mr. Freeze wouldn't be spamming crystals like that. He just freezes them.
He does.
This is true.
He's got a freeze ray. I need to get out my freeze ray weapon. Crystals everywhere. It's the exotic grenade launcher that puts ice cubes on the field.
Oh. So even more annoying.
What was that weapon called? I don't even remember what it was
Nobody
called.
say it. Nobody tell them. Nobody tell them. It's not in the game anymore.
It should have been called Ice Capades.
That's
It's
the
called-
name, yeah. Yeah, that's
It's called, you know what it's actually called though? It's called Skyburners. Oh,
No.
True.
It's not.
It is
Skyburners
Skyburners.
need some work. We all know it.
now what do you mean? Skyburners, it's crystals everywhere, does it not?
That's a perfect weapon.
Skyburners was so good back in the day.
Was it?
It was.
Mm.
I mean, it popped through those Cabal, and it was a thing of beauty.
It's only good
Oh,
on
the
that.
shield and
It's
proving
only good
grounds.
on. It's only good on that strike.
And now you don't even need it because you could just literally just ego it.
But they made it obsolete. They did.
I mean,
Game
because
is-
it tickles.
The game's too easy, man. Like
Yeah.
you don't need to use a gun like that. Just clear stuff. Maybe back in the day, but not now.
But when we went on what was the weapon or the ship that was like the Planet Eater that crashed into the EDZ?
That
And,
would have been.
Rasputin took
Almighty.
it down. The Almighty. There was a mission on the Almighty where, it was just cabals to the wall. And it was so much fun to take that gun in there.
It's my fantasy football team name.
Balls.
Balls to the wall. I'm just kidding.
Oh, Yuzui says it's still good, just hip fire it. Have solar on and everything explodes.
Like
Yeah, but
you could
you're actively throwing on skyburners.
you could do that, or you could just use a consecration, blow up everything else.
Just one.
Yeah,
One.
one
Just
does-
one consecration.
Like if you're doing a scorch build, sure, but like I don't
Why?
I guess because they can or something.
Sure.
But I wished I loved that icicle weapon,
I like
but
that.
I don't. Guardians, I would like to love it. I remember when they initially sold it to us, they showed it in action in the Glassway. They showed it in action in the Glassway, and they were shooting ice crystals on the side of the shooting range in the Glassway, and that hunter was jumping up and down, and just he climbed the icicles to the top to meet the enemy. That wasn't possible. You could not do that because it's out of bounds. So it always amazed me that that was part of their advertising campaign, and then it wasn't possible to do. Oh, Yuzui, you can fly with sky burners forever on a warlock? What does it do? Does it have like a mountaintop effect?
He's probably talking about heat rises or something with that.
Oh, the heat rises, consume the grenade, and then what happens? The sky burners keeps it active?
Solar kills get active.
Yeah, it's solar. It's not tied to the exotic. It's tied to warlock only as well.
Kevin, did you see my coconut cookie recipe? Guardians, there is a new recipe on the Gamer Snack video section. Definitely check it out. It's the coconut cookies. I really love them. If you
I've
make
liked
those,
it.
you can't
Wow.
just eat one. You can't just eat one. He killed me? Oh no, it's the ogre. Ogre! I forgot about him. He's stomping mad. But I do need to go in today and make some of that tea.
Yeah, I've watched the video and I have gave it a big like.
Zatu, do you like coconut?
Not really.
No?
Nah. If it's like a little bit of coconut, it's alright, but I'm not gonna like eat like a lot of coconut.
What about toasted coconut? Do you like it when it gets crunchy and sweet?
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I like it, Guardians. You can take the coconut milk and or the coconut cream, and you can just heat that in a pan, and it kind of separates, and it turns into coconut oil and coconut solids, and they have like a delicious sweetness to them. So perfect on a lot of desserts. Coconut. Who knew? Wow, Zatu, you're moving on. You're not messing around.
I'm running the hacks, aka Titan.
Jonathan Titan.
Yeah.
I do need to get my hunter out though, Kevin. I do.
Okay, yeah, we've heard this all.
I did level it up a little bit. I did level it up a tad.
A charity leveling?
Yes. I've got a heart of gold.
For the low price of one subscription on Ransom Rider's Twitch channel, he will possibly do Hunter gameplay for all of 10 minutes, complain about something that he's not used to because he hasn't played as Hunter, and then go back to Titan and then put on Syntheseps.
It's how we work around here. I do love my hunter. I pit no bones about it. My hunter is a thing of beauty. And if the warlock could jump, I would love it too. I just wish the warlock could jump. It floats too much.
Here we go.
No, it does not.
Here we go.
If you want to step on the ground, don't get on the warlock.
What?
Because they're sailing. Cue the music. Cue the music. Sailing. Take me away to where I'm going. Do-do-do.
This is why you're on TikTok, because you like to spread misinformation.
No, they sail. I've got digital proof of it.
This is why you're getting when we got haters, because they're offended when they look at your warlocks.
Just these rage bait videos coming. Okay, all right.
20 or 30 little pieces of puffery, and you've got the world mad at you.
Well, from puffery to puff pastry, what a great segue to your coconut cookies.
Basically, warlocks are the best class because they take the most skill to learn.
I have always said that if you're out there and you're on a hunter or you're on a warlock and you can make them sing on the battlefield, you get the utmost admiration for me. I have played with so many people that can do just that. Kat, you look phenomenal. That can do just that, really. They get out there and their warlocks come to life and you're like, wow. Same for the hunter. That little ballerina hunter that jumps in the air and twirls. My gosh. It's amazing. It's amazing. Even the Russian ballerinas, they're souped up on synthetics. They love a hunter.
No offense to any hunters in here, but hunters do not take skill.
What?
Slide punch, everything dies.
Oh, well, yes, there is that.
That's why like real men of class and taste use Lucky Pants.
They stole the punch from the Titan is what happened. Somehow something went awry and the hunters got the punch. Kat wants to know if you're wanting to jump back in, Nikki.
No, I'm good.
He's good, Kat. He's good.
All right, keep on rolling. You gotta get some leveling.
But yeah, warlocks are the best class in the game. Don't at me.
See, that's the perfect rage bait. We need that clipped.
Snip it and clip it and say, look what the people inside my chat are saying. Help me defend the Titans.
Also, if you don't play certain classes, you're not going to get better at them. So that's
true.
That's the thing.
Now that is a statement of fact. Zatu. That is a statement.
Did you say it's
of
like also like
fact.
game modes too? Like I don't know, Trials of Osiris.
Yes.
Yeah, you're
The
not
more
wrong.
you play, the better you get. It's the motto I live by.
Just like Ransom needs to use Eager Edge more and get better with it.
Oh,
That's true. If I used Eager Edge more, I could be Eager Edging right now. Let me Eager Edge.
need to
It's
practice
Eager
that.
Edge. It's one of those great things. It's both, a blessing and a curse. I feel like I would Eager Edge right off the side.
but we've all done it. We've
It's
all
just one
done
of
it.
those great things. All right, I am getting some good drops here, Zatu. So I'm glad that you're on the team to lead the charge.
The Zatu buff is well known.
What buff?
The buff that your teammates will get excellent drops.
I steal the buffs. What do you mean?
True. I'm a nerf.
Guardians, is it true what they say about the K-pop demon hunters? I'm gonna make this little slight
What?
confession. Earlier today, Safi had been out playing with Polo. They had been on a mission in the park to find insects and chase squirrels. And I thought, she's resting. I'm going to see, I'm going to turn K-pop Demon Hunters on. Because not only did it hit #1 at the box office just this last weekend, it also launched 4 songs into the top 10, which is super rare. That hadn't happened since like Whitney was singing "I Will Always Love You." But I turned it on. It's on Netflix. Many movie theaters, Regal, we're looking at you, refused to play it this weekend because it was available to stream on Netflix. But the movie theaters that did play it found that they had an excellent turnout and many tickets were sold, along with popcorn and beverages. But I turned it on, okay, and I only watched about 5 minutes of it. And I thought, I'm just totally not the target market. However, upon closer inspection, at the bottom of my screen, left-hand side, on Netflix, it said, based on your viewing habits, we feel you will enjoy this movie. And 5 minutes in, I was like, I don't think I can watch this. I don't think I can watch it. Did anybody out there watch that movie this weekend at the theater or at home on Netflix? Let me know. Leave a comment. Did you like
Do you
it?
know that? Do you know it existed?
Yeah, and I love anime, and maybe I just didn't give it long enough. Maybe I did not give it long enough. I did read that there's a part 2 to the Blue-Eyed Samurai coming out, and I will be there. I will be watching Blue-Eyed Samurai because I love that anime.
There's only one anime I watch, and I'll let you guess what it is.
One anime that you watch. Is it a series or was it a movie?
The series.
A series.
I'll give you a hint. It's something to do with my name.
You have mentioned this before, and now I'm drawing a blank.
There's games for it as well, and there's an anime for it.
Yeah, and why am I just drawing a blank? Nikki, what is it?
I can give a better hint than that.
I don't remember because I don't think I've watched it.
Yes, you have, or at least you definitely know of this.
Why am I just drawing a total blank? I'm not giving up. I'm just saying I'll Google it. That's what I'll do.
That's giving up.
Google it.
That's giving up.
Because I can't. I'm drawing a blank. I'm drawing a blank right now. I wanted to say the one where he writes names in the book. What is that called? It's one of my favorites.
What? You talking about Death Note or something?
Death Note, but
That's definitely not
Death Note is
Death
probably
Note.
too hardcore for you. It's too brutal. Too much killing in Death Note.
Excuse
And
me.
then I was thinking
I'll,
the
I'll give you.
Ulrich
I'll give you a
brothers.
hint. Nintendo was sued recently, or a video game.
Oh
that you
my
guys played was
gosh.
sued by
You
Nintendo.
love, what is it? It's the princess and her rescuer.
What?
What?
Yeah.
You okay? Nintendo sued the
Oh
makers
no,
of
wait a
Pal
minute. Is that
World.
Switch? Is that Switch? What's the one? What's
Which is
the
the game
little
console
guy that
made
runs
by
around saving
Nintendo?
the princess all the time? The princess needs to like sharpen her
Mario.
blade and get out there.
Talk about Mario or something.
No, no. She's always in trouble, and it's Switch's biggest hit. The ukulele of time or something. What was one of them? There's been about 4 of them, 5 of them.
I
They've
just
all
said the
been
name, too.
massive.
I just said the name.
I can't remember. It's some one of the characters is Link or something. I can't remember what the game is called.
Zelda?
Yes,
Legend of
Link.
Zelda?
It's the princess
Zelda,
who's
yeah.
always in trouble, but Link is the hero.
Yes, but no,
Zelda.
that's not. That is not the name.
What are those called?
Yeah.
What are
Pal
those called?
World. Pal World got sued by Nintendo because it was
Oh my
eerily
gosh!
similar to.
Don't tell me you
We're
were
not.
running around Scotland chasing those little things when everybody else
Wait,
was
what?
playing it too.
Wait, I'm so confused.
Pal
right now.
World, not Pal. Yeah, what are those little guys? There was a mobile version that everybody was playing to defend the
Oh,
castle.
Digimon. Yeah, that's right.
God, Digimon.
Where's Havoc? He knows all these games because he's been playing them since he was 3. But
I'll give you another hint. Pikachu.
I know, Pikachu, Pokemon Go,
There we
Pokemon.
Oh, God damn it.
Pokemon Go, my gosh, here in the United States, it was so massive.
Just take the go out of Pokemon Go, and you've got an answer.
Right here in the park, Guardians. I live here. I'm surrounded by parks on multiple sides, and all of a sudden, one day, I'm like, why are there so many people over at the artwork in the park? There's an art installation in the park that I can look at, from my porch. And I was like, what are all these people doing over at the art installation? Nobody's ever, even looked at it in the last 25 years. But all of a sudden, it was a hot spot. And I thought, okay, some teacher's given a project and they have to find some details on the art installation. That has to be it. And then Havoc, ran out the front door, down the steps, across the lawn, hard as he could over into the park to the art installation. And I thought, Havoc would not be interested in the art installation because he could have looked at it at any time. It was because there was a Pokemon. Was it a tower? You had to defend the tower. You had to do something over there, and you had to fight. And all of a sudden, it was a gym, the Pokemon gym. For the next month, there were hordes of people over there battling and fighting to get the gym. And one morning we were out. There was this wonderful little French breakfast place that I used to love to frequent. And we were having breakfast. Havoc, myself, and some other folks, we all met up to go to breakfast. And Havoc was just in a fever, poking his phone, just wham, 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 wham. And he kept it down low, and I could tell he was trying to act inconspicuous. And I kept looking around like, what's going on? Something's happening. And Havoc said, I'm in a battle. There's somebody trying to take my gym. And the restaurant that we were at had another player. And the other player was not on the down low with their Pokemon like Havoc was. And I reached over to look at the battle. I think you won that battle, Havoc. I think you won the battle. But they had to redo Pokemon Go because people were injured, bad things happened, and it was a train wreck. People would lose awareness, situational awareness, and then things, got out of control. So you got to watch out. Current again? All right. But Pokemon is your favorite game. Now, did you play Pokemon Go? Zatu, did you
No.
play Pokemon Go?
Definitely not. That game was just not it.
And it is Nintendo that owns Pokemon Go, or people thought they owned it, but Pokemon is owned by somebody else. But Nintendo licensed it for use on their systems, and I guess the mobile.
I think the company was called Niantic or something.
Yes, yeah. But man, oh man, Nintendo there for a couple of months skyrocketed in value because people thought, that they owned it outright, but they didn't. They didn't own it outright. But that I've never seen anything really like that in the modern era, meaning in the last 20 years. When was that, Havoc? Like 10, 12 years ago? That was...
Game Freak owns, so that Red was saying it in your chat, Game Freak actually owns Pokemon, but Nintendo makes obviously the games and stuff, so they're kind of like, they've got a partnership and stuff.
Yeah, it was, they really skyrocketed in value until the investors on Wall Street realized, wait a minute, Game Freak owns this. We need to be buying Game Freak. I don't even know if Game Freak is publicly traded. But Pokemon, of course, is one of the world's most popular games. Is there a current Pokemon? I bet Pal World lit the fire underneath Game Freak for them to just refresh, renew, revitalize. And Pikachu, of course, is known the world over. He's an icon for the game, and people love him. People love him.
He's a Gen 1, he's one of the originals.
Yeah, he's it. I think the original, I think his original plush sells for big money if it's an excellent shape with its papers.
There is a new game coming out in October, which I'm probably gonna play.
And do you know anything about it, Zatu? What do we know about it?
All I know it's based in Omeo City, which was where X and Y was set, so it's going back to that place. Can't really say much. You've not played the games. And Game Freak also have made the anime as well. Pretty much, Game Freak pretty much makes everything.
Havoc, I know you were sweaty. I couldn't enjoy my omelet that day because, I was watching you. I was sending good vibes, hoping you didn't lose your gym. That was intense. It was a battle. And that other guy kept looking around like, who is it? Who is it? I think he would have launched himself across the tables to get to you if he could have found out who it was. But he never caught on. He never did. The glory days of Pokemon Go. Oh, Dazzy, you have the original Pokemon movie on VHS? Speaking of movies, VHS, there was just a huge lawsuit that was launched out in California because, movies. This woman bought a movie, and where am I going? Wrong way, one way or another. She bought like the third season of some series, and she bought it digitally on Amazon. And lo and behold, she went to play it, and it was missing from her digital library. And she's like, where is it? And after much hullabaloo, talking back and forth to Amazon Prime, they said, oh, well, you didn't buy that. And she's like, no, I hit buy now. I bought that. And they said, you're just a licensed user. And she said, no, the button said buy now. And she's got a class action lawsuit, meaning everybody that has ever bought a movie like that, a series, digital media, where it has been taken from you and you hit the buy now button, you will be part of that. And I think she'll win. You know, it should, instead of buy now, it should have said lease now. Or rent for this price indefinitely. I know several years ago, Amazon lost a huge case up north, like in Boston, one of the big northern cities, and somebody had bought a book, and it had, you know, it had been released. They downloaded it to their Kindle, and, you know, a full download released book. They downloaded it. They were reading on it. And they got up one morning and thought, oh, what a perfect day to read further in the book I purchased. Turned on the Kindle, Guardians, and the book was not there. Hello, Sappy. Hello. You can't see the camera. You can't see the camera. But the book wasn't there. And she was like, contacted Amazon. She's like, my book's gone. They're like, oh, we had to pull it because the distributor took away, you know, our right. We don't get it back until like next month on the 21st. And she's like, no, you came into my house. You took that book off my Kindle. You stole it for me. You had taken my money. I was in possession of the book. I was reading the book. You took it from me. And she launched a class action lawsuit saying Amazon, basically, that was breaking and entering. They came into my house without letting me know about it. They entered and they stole my book. And Guardians, she won. She won. And I'm in agreement with that. They entered without her knowledge. You know, they should have informed her that on this date we have to take the book back because mistakes were made on our part. But she won the whole deal, and anybody that had that book or had that happen was in on that class action lawsuit. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with this lady in California saying that, you know, it should not read buy now. It should read more like lease now or rent now. She said she was totally, you know, fooled by the buy now button because she thought she owned it outright. And that made me think, uh-oh, I've got a Stephen King movie on YouTube that I bought through digital media. It's Salem's Lot. And every Christmas season, like every mid-October, I love to start watching. It's a mini-series. And I love to start watching Salem's Lot, but it's, you know, it's not there. But this all relates to land the plane, Sylvia. I know, I'm landing it. We're getting to it. This all relates really also to the fact that as gamers, we buy these games and then we end up losing content that we paid for. Mars, you know, the Infinite Forest, Mercury, Titan. Many of us who've been long-term players bought, I thought we bought outright that content. Now, of course, later on we're told, no, part of the user agreement is we get to take it anytime we want to. I guess they had better attorneys than what Amazon had at the time. So, you know, there are things, consumer protection laws in place for a reason. So it was amazing to see how some of this stuff has turned out. We'll keep a watch on it. I will keep a watch on it. And if they announce the outcome of the suit, I'll be interested to see what we learn. Is she going to be proven to be in the right? I think so. I think she will. We'll see that Amazon has to change the wording on the buy now button for a lot of that stuff. For a lot of it. And, you know, would I have still bought those expansions for Destiny had I known that stuff? Probably. I don't think it would have
As
changed
your
my
lawyer,
mind.
I'm advising you to stop.
I don't need to say, can't voice my opinion.
I'm joking.
But you know, it's amazing to think about that, and I know it perturbed a lot of people in the community. Were perturbed about it. I mean, you remember it, don't you, Nikki? Were you playing at that point, or you came on later, didn't you?
I was after the fact.
Yeah. Now I know Zatu was playing during all that stuff. I didn't get really perturbed about it. I'm still not perturbed about it. It's just something for us to chat about here on the channel, the show. But I do miss those planets. Now, if back in the day you would have said, would you miss the Infinite Forest if they take it away from you? I'd be like, no, I'm sick of the Infinite Forest. It's supposed to be infinite, and it's the same old thing over and over and over again.
Well, there's people like Nicky that didn't even experience it though, so like they just get like punished for not really knowing anything in the game.
Yeah, he's denied the fun of getting to know all that stuff. The thing I do miss from the Infinite Forest is the Halloween event. I really miss that.
Do you know like the Lost Sectors?
And some of those adventures where we, you know, ran through the Infinite Forest and, you know, crossed through time and space to get to that big old Vex mine that was stuck on a rail that, you know, moved round and round. That was a fun mission. I don't remember what it was called. They kind of semi brought that back in one of the little seasons that we had. But I enjoyed that one, and there were a couple of other good ones that were really fun. Seeing Osiris split himself into like, you know, 25 or 30 different versions, that was fun. Getting to meet Segura for the first time, she was one of the most awesome ghosts we've ever had in the game. Was a lot of fun, and you know, Segura never got the send-off that she deserved. But ultimately, they worked her into, like, I think a Throne World mission or two. Didn't we collect
Witch
parts
Queen.
of her shell, the Witch Queen?
Yeah, we Saffron stole the ghost and put it in our Throne World.
But I think what these laws will end up doing is just really, these companies are going to have to be more visible in some of this stuff about you're not really buying it, you don't own it, we're just giving you the right to use it, and we can pull it from you at any time. And I think when you read the fine print for Bungie, that's how it is. You know, it's basically we own this, and then that's why people say, well, you know, if you had the digital copy or you had the hard in your hand CD or DVD, then you know they couldn't take it away from you. But would that still load? Do we know, Zatu? Do those parts still load if you had the DVD?
What do you mean?
Like if I inserted the DVD into my PS5 digital disc reader, would it still load up Mercury, Mars, Titan? I mean, it just wouldn't be there, would it?
No, it doesn't exist anymore.
I
You
guess
even have
that's why
access
the
to
person on
now.
TikTok that's been posting all of those flashback videos, all the cutscenes, has got so much traffic. That
But you
person
shouldn't
has
have
got
to go
gobs
there,
of
though.
traffic.
That's the thing. Which
Well-
is, they shouldn't even take it out in the first place.
Yeah, it's you know, now years later, looking back, I definitely miss some of that content. And I would have loved to run through it with Nikki for the first time. It would have been a blast. You know, he would have had a lot of fun in there.
To be fair, the story stuff I just skipped.
but the missions were still good,
The mission, I
aside.
would love to have done like
Because
the older
the
GMs
ultimate story, the only thing you have to know really is it's good versus dark, light versus dark, and save humanity, the last city. Because this is your home. You're basically fighting for your home, and that's the basis to all these stories. Is we're fighting for our very survival. That's all you have to ultimately know. The rest of it is just a radish on the salad. Adds a little bit
I
of
thought we were the
spice,
bad
but you can do
guys.
without it.
I thought we were the bad guys. I don't know if I want to play anymore.
Some people say that we are, and sometimes the way the story, flares up, you're thinking like, because Savathun says, hello, my little killer. You get those little messages along. It's like, you mass murderer, you've killed more than all of us combined. Yeah, I've got 6 million right now, Savathun, and I'm coming for you. So every once in a while, we do get those little hints in the game that make you think, am I the monster? Am I the one that children fear? Do they think of me when they jump from the door to their bed and hope they don't touch the ground? Is it me? Am I the one? And Guardians, I have to say, no, we're not. We belong here. We're defending our solar system. They're invaders. They came from millions of light years away. And we don't know how long it even took them to get here. But we own this. You're in our house. Get back. Go back to where you came from. Destroy your own home planet. Let us have this solar system, and we're going to need you to leave pronto. But I know that many people say, we're rotten to the core because we do take out. And then we heard a brief moment where we heard from the Fallen, and Mithrax was telling us stories about how, they tell their children that the Guardians are monsters coming for them in the night. Head on back to Rees. They're going to rebuild it. Get out of here. We're not the monsters. Why did you come here? Why did you attack humanity? Their story is it's so thin. The Traveler left you bunch of bugs, and you just have to face it. He's gone. He left you. He gave you a lot of gifts. They could have moved on to a planet that was uninhabited. I mean, really, the way I look at it, we would give them Titan, or they could have, methane planet. Do we really want it? And actually, now that I think about it, maybe Neo Muna. We would give them Neo Muna. Those people don't need the top. You can have it. Fallen, go live on Neo Muna. There's no Fallen on Neo Muna, is there? So they'd have a fresh new planet to destroy, ruin, rebuild. And maybe we could have some trade relations. I don't know. They might make good blankets. Maybe we could swap some textiles, some produce. They could be farmers. I'm not sure what they end up doing. I mean, if we listen to what was it, Ido? She was the herb specialist. I think they're really good. They're good with plants and herbs. So maybe we could have trade with them. But I don't buy any of that where we are the monster, because this is simply our home and we are defending it. Take up arms and battle till you can't battle anymore, until they've had enough. And when we look at their history, they have destroyed planet after planet, species after species. And hey, we were just trying to make a few of our own planets inhabitable. We had not spread out into the stars. We haven't destroyed multiple planets. And every one of these that came into us, with the exception of maybe the Fallen, the Hive, planet destroyers, thousands of species taken out by the Hive. And the Cabal, another species that, ate the mountains, drank the seas, and destroyed systems wherever they went. Rotten. And of course, the Taken are just so far beyond what we understand. Like, who knows what's going on with them? They live in another realm. But that tells me we are the good guy. Go out there, Guardians, and never doubt what your mission is. Your mission is to take up arms and protect those that you love and defend your home. We're Guardians. It's what we do, it's what we are made of.
I think the Hive have done way more than thousands of planets. Like, they've been alive for billions of years.
Yeah, and Savathun is so old, she don't even know how old she is. They are ultimately, it's not the Vex. I mean, my gosh, drain a few Radiolaria ponds and spray for the infestation, and the Vex are done. But the Hive, they're on a different level. They really just are on a different level, and they're the killers that have roamed the solar system for billions of years. I think that we even know inside the game that Savathun is perhaps billions of years old, certainly
Of course she is.
hundreds of millions of years old.
She's over a billion. I know that for sure because
Yeah.
there's lore on it from Witch. So
Yeah, she's rotten, and she's been rotten for so long she can't even remember how long she's been rotten for.
yeah.
Honest, I side with the Witness now.
What's that, Nikki?
I side with the Witness.
The Witness, two fingers.
I'm now a Witness enthusiast.
So,
He'll be dead then.
in the Witness, Savathun feared the Witness, but Savathun had one thing better than the Witness had. She had long-term vision and the smarts to make the plans to make sure it came to fruition. Savathun remains the greatest threat that we have ever known inside of Destiny 2. Hands down. It's not the 9. My gosh, they let one of their own die right before their very eyes. Who are they? It's Savathun. She's planning and plotting right now. Every step that we have made through this entire game, she had planned for it. And don't think that she didn't know about the 9. They've been throwing down chicken bones and hair of dog and eye of newt and stirring the pot, and they knew that the 9 were up to something, and they planned around it. But from the D1 days, the early days, we've known that she was out there and she was watching and she was making plans because we were surrounded by her spies and her infiltrators, her legions, and they've been after us ever since before they arrived here because she planned this stuff so long ago. And I look back at, the Witch Queen, one of the best expansions we've ever had. It's right up there with Forsaken. And it would be hard for me to really rank one over the other. I think probably the hand would go to Forsaken just because I was so thrilled to go to the Dreaming City and see it changing weekly. It was astounding. I'll never get to live through that again. It was so incredible. But, she... Say again, Zatu?
I'm just saying, Forsaken had 2 destinations as well, so it's kind of hard to beat that.
Yeah. But Savathun, we've been preparing for her the entire D1, all of D2. We were there because all that stuff was, they even put into motion all the stuff with the Cabal. Savathun manipulated all the Cabal. The Cabal Empire fell at her hands. And then she gave it to her sister, Sivu Arath. It was all orchestrated by her. She is so far beyond what Oryx thought he was, and she's far beyond anything that her sister ever was. The warrior Sivu Arath. What do they call her? The god of war.
Pretty much.
So we're gonna have battles. She may not be visible right now, but Guardians, do not for a moment relax. Be vigilant because she's out there. She's plotting. And I say this now, and it's on digital. Omnigul will be coming back, and she will be hand in hand with Allah Kul, who lives still through the power of a ghost. And don't think that a ghost won't resurrect her. They'll do high voodoo on a ghost and make the ghost think that the best thing that it's ever done will be to resurrect Omnigul. And Omnigul, if you fought her, you know she is worthy. So they'll be bringing her back. I have no doubt about it. Now, we ultimately know that Eris Morn, she has something inside of her that has risen up, pushed back, and destroyed Sivu, Arath, and Savathun. But it ain't done. It's not done. Those girls, believe me, they may hate each other, but right now they work together against a common enemy, and they view us as that enemy. That's my soapbox for the day, and thank you for hearing me out. All conjecture on my part, most of it about what the future holds, because we're gonna wrap these 9, we're gonna bind the 9, and then we're gonna get back to the meat and potatoes of this game, and it's ultimately the battle will rage with the Hive. And there's probably trillions of them. They're probably calling in reinforcements from other solar systems, and it's just taken them a while to get here. But they're coming. Don't ever doubt it. They will be here. Kat, thank you. I love this game. It's fun to be enthused about it. It's fun to think what the future holds, and it's good to know that there are people in power right now at Bungie that are correcting. Somebody else is taking the helm and they're typing in the information. There will be new destinations, new journeys. This is basically a big giant ship that they steer. It's the game of destiny. And
we have that in the game already, though.
They're gonna put us back on track. We're gonna be back on track.
I'll bleed it when I see it. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't
well, it's $1 billion game, and I don't think they will continue to let it lurch off course and take on water. Somebody right now is putting the patches out. They're making haste to make it great.
I don't know.
Will Zer ever get his wheel back? Will he ever? Zer, listen, if he has one of my coconut cookies, he will find the wheel to break free. But I think Zer is he's just fully manufactured by the 9. Although with time, he's forming his own thoughts, I would think. Almost everything grows beyond what its original bounds were. So maybe Zer will. Maybe he will. But now we have Lodi, and he's an agent of the 9. But the 9 are really the gray area right now. It's not the Vex. We know they're bad. The 9 tell us that they planned on the Witness. They planned on the Vex. They planned on the Hive. All this was their doing. But I have to wonder if they're as great as they think they are, because one of them lies dead right now. Dead. Zatu, I'm ready for anything that you want to take us into. If you might be too sleepy to go on, because I know it's 6:16 p.m., which means it's late night for you.
I'm so awake.
Zer is forever broken by the 9. I want Zer to break free. I think they wrote a song about it. Break free. We'll see what happens with Zer. Maybe he'll have a story arc in there somewhere. We need a couple of side missions. A few years ago, we had that murder on the tower, or one of the characters was murdered. Where did the murder take place? I don't even remember, because I was thinking, they've killed Raul. He's going to die this season. But it wasn't Raul, but it was somebody in the same field as Raul. What was his name? Do you remember, Zatu?
I think anyone died in the tower.
Yeah, we had a big, huge murder mystery that we had to solve. Who was the Cryptarch on the reef? They killed him dead. No, Brother Vance, he's on Mercury, wherever that's at. Brother Vance was this cool, mysterious, candlelight guy who you thought, oh my gosh, he's powerful. He's probably a warlock. And then we met Brother Vance, and it's like, what? This sycophant? Get out of here. But we did have that murder mystery. They killed the cryptarch that used to reside in the reef. And I can't remember his name. Guardians, what was his name? And who killed him? Wasn't Drifter hanging around on the fringes of that? Taz, how are you, buddy? How are you? Womb, hello, how are you? So that little murder mystery, I actually wanted it to be more. And Yuzui, I would have, gone down a path, of a little bit rougher, tougher for that whole thing. Because we know the Hive, vicious monsters. And these worm gods, we know they've been up to no good for millions, billions of years. And we've still got one. She's sleeping. I can't remember her name, but she's asleep somewhere.
She's not sleeping. She's dead.
Oh, who killed her?
Rogue did.
Who? I'm talking about the one that was with Hit Me. Sloan.
Yeah, Rogue.
When did he kill her? She was alive just a few seasons ago.
That's not a worm god. That's a proto worm. It's completely different. I thought you were talking about the worm from the raid.
No. The worm from the raid. She's got her mouth open and she's powering part of the pyramid or something, isn't she? Now, who's the one that communicated with Sloan? I thought she was a worm god.
She's a proto worm. She's not technically a worm god. Worm gods.
Well, doesn't she have power? I mean, isn't she something?
Yeah, she's got power, but she doesn't have the worm god power like worm gods do.
Well, the worm gods didn't have the power they thought they did because Oryx jumped up and ripped one to shreds. But where is she? I mean, where is she?
Okay, it's kind of hard to explain. Basically, before the worm gods became the worm gods, there's the proto worms, and obviously, can't remember the proto worm's name. Basically, she managed to get away, and the rest of the worms they got changed by the witness.
The witness changed the worm gods. I thought they hid underneath the oceans on Savathun's homeworld to avoid the witness.
No, this happened way before Fundament.
And Fundament is the homeworld of the Hive.
Yes. This happened way before, before the Hive even existed, because the Hive is the Hive because of the worm gods, if that makes sense.
Yes. So the witness has been out here chasing the Traveler around for billions of years, trillions. No wonder he went nuts inside the big empty pyramid. Asha was with Sloan. Yes, it was Asha. Because we found Asha way back. We ran into her. We saw her through a window in Titan. I'm surprised she didn't have a little more of something to say in Ghost of the Deep. Soupy, how are you, buddy? It's good to see you. Running on empty. Ooh, ooh. So, a lot going on, but we got to get this thing back on track. I want to be done with these old Vex. They're just sloppy. They're not organized. For them to be, so many of them, trillions of them, and one drop of radal area can make a new one. One drop can basically make an army.
I don't even know how you would stop them, because they're probably
bad programming. Bad programming. We all saw 4th of July. Where's Will
More
Smith?
meaning where they can just keep on making them over and over, and we don't really know how to stop them.
With bad
That's
programming, because if bad
solution.
programming gets into the mixture, we're gonna ruin them.
I've got the solution for the Vex. It's have them download 2004 LimeWire on their main processor, and everybody explodes.
We're gonna get them. We're gonna get them.
Do you know what I'm talking about? LimeWire? Somebody here, Havoc definitely knows what LimeWire is.
Seems like I read something about LimeWire.
It was an old like you could illegally download music back then, like rip it to CDs, but by downloading it, it like destroyed your computers.
I'm probably too young for that, probably.
Yeah, I don't think maybe you had heard of it or something like that, but yeah, LimeWire was.
Oh, now I use Napster.
Napster, LimeWire. But I mean, we're talking like the extra terrible version that like. Oh my God, your computer was just toast after that.
What year was this? So this would have been
Napster was like 2000, 2001.
Yeah, I didn't have a computer back
Yeah, when
then.
I was in high school, so.
I love Napster. I found music that I thought was lost to me.
Rick Astley never gonna give you up.
Never gonna give you up.
Yeah.
Never gonna let you go.
Actually, I'm gonna play some Rick Astley right now.
Never gonna give you up. Rick Astley has such a smooth voice. Oh my gosh, it's so smooth. Red, I have still got them. In the main living room here, I've got a big storage cabinet, and people would say get rid of them, but I burned a lot of CDs back then. So good. I burned a song called it was a group called Bang Orchestra, Bang Orchestra, and the song was titled "Sample That." And I don't even know if I could find it now, but luckily I have it, here somewhere on a disc. But that's how I was able to reacquire KLF. The Tammy Wynette version. They called me up in Tennessee and said, "Tammy, stand by your man." KLF, But that song, so good. And I thought it was lost forever because even iTunes said, we don't have the right to stream that in North America. Well, iTunes, I'm going to need you to get the right. But now, I don't know if they have the right or not.
Stop clicking your pause.
Oh, Superman, so you've got the external CD burner. I might have one of those in the basement. There's a one section in the basement's just a graveyard of old computer systems that I won't let go of. So they're down there, probably rusted through at this point. I've even got my old original IBM ThinkPad. You opened it up and the keyboard expanded. I loved that thing. I loved it.
I am so excited. I hope it's good.
But the Vex, they've never really fulfilled their potential. Their promise of greatness was hollow. Get out of here, Vex.
I'm roasting it out.
The only problem we ever had with the Vex was in D1, and she lived over in the Black Garden, and you had to climb a lot of steps and take a few lefts and a few rights, and she was a problem.
The black card.
Yeah.
She tried to eat me alive one day. Now, years later, okay, I will confess that I don't forget. I'm like an elephant. Years later, I went back. I'm not going to hide it from you. I went back into D1 with one mission on my mind. One. Well, okay, two, because I went after the Shield Brothers. But I went back and I hunted her down in the Black Garden. And I said, girl, I'm here. Remember me? And I went back for her. I pulled her out of the Vex Gate and Guardians. The battle ensued. It may have taken me 10 minutes, but she went down and she won't be coming back. The Black Garden is now open for your enjoyment.
Are you talking about Undying Mind, or are you talking about the Black Heart?
Not the Black Heart where the rose petals fell, although I love that. What was the Vex? She was a Vex Hydra, and she had legions of Vex that popped out.
Undying Mind.
Oh my gosh, I loved that. I loved it. There were a couple of different versions. There was one version that you had to do, and like a Taken Knight, a Taken Hive Knight appeared, and you had to kill him within a certain timeline. What was that, Zatu?
Probably the version that came out of season Undying, probably. I didn't really play much of that season, so I couldn't tell you.
Well, now this was in D1. This was D1.
D1.
Yeah, and she resided. You had to climb this massive set of stairs, and the Taken were shooting at you left and right.
Probably the Taken King variant of Strike, maybe.
And it was an exotic that we were going for. We were trying to get an exotic.
Yeah, I can't remember. It's been a long time since I played D1.
I need to load that. I would just have to kill the sound because they send me a dirty message. But we need to go back and look at that. We need to look at that again, Guardians. But now, wait a minute. I couldn't play D1 on my computer. I'd have to load it on DS5 or PS5.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no PC.
Nope, just stick with Rising.
That
and
needs to be
PC.
digitally remastered. We discussed it last night off camera and the big Discord party that we had last night. And we talked about that.
Oh. I'd love that to be remastered to D1, but I just don't see it happening ever. Imagine what we can do, like, over like 30 frames on PC. So good. Not 30 frames, but
At least uncapped.
yeah, and you had like a lot of FOV as well. But you've not played D1, have you, Nicky? So you'd actually get to experience it.
Ever played D1 now?
Like, the most of the raids are in D2. There's only one that's not in D2.
Havoc, do you remember years ago up in my hometown and we had ventured into the dollar store? We went into this dollar store and lo and behold, they had a gaming section. And in the gaming section was the actual DVD, the complete Destiny 1. The complete. Right down to the Plague Lands. And it was on sale for like $8. And I remember, you know, looking at Havoc and saying, oh, wow, you know, should we get this for $8? And Havoc said, well, no, I mean, you own it already. But, you know, now I think, wow. Because isn't it back to like $60?
No, not D1. Are you talking about D1?
Yeah, I think D1's
No.
a fortune.
No, it's like $40.
$40 for a
Yeah.
game that old?
Maybe. Maybe if you went to GameStop.
Oh, you think GameStop would have it for cheaper?
Probably.
Probably check
I don't know.
TD keys as well.
But if they remastered it, then they'd probably do a full price version. Yeah.
They need to. It needs to be
typically do.
remastered and just brought up to, you know, today's standard.
40.
I think a lot of people would get a big kick out of going back. My nephew years ago, he wanted to play with us and, you know, just I said, okay, well you can start D2 with us if
Oh,
you will complete D1. And we should have never told him about that crystal of power that you could buy or something that allowed you to rank up to level 40. Do you remember
yeah,
that?
skip the whole campaign or whatever. Yeah.
So
It's
he
like Spark of
skipped
Light or
over the
whatever.
bulk of it and played D2 for, maybe a week.
Yeah. We should have never said anything about that.
We'll check on CD keys how much it is. It still should be on there.
What?
Destiny 1.
I think it's pricey. The last time somebody looked at it inside of chat, it was pricey
No
still.
way. No way.
But I
It
should
ain't-
have
it-
bought those for $8 because I would have mailed them to people, as just for free.
Oh, we could have oh, maybe that would have been illegal. Never mind.
Yes.
I was gonna say we could raffle them off, but I don't know. I don't want to do anything illegal like that. Mr. Beast is already under enough fire.
I never have seen a single video that Mr. Beast did.
Oh, I haven't either.
Don't waste
that
your
type of
time.
thing for me is just trash. It's just for me. Like, I understand the appeal, and if you like it, that's fine. I'm not judging you for what you like, but I am just judging it, the content as a whole, as it's trash. It's just trash media. It's
Watch
brain
a guy
rot.
named go watch a guy named Ordinary Sausage. He makes sausage out of random ingredients. It's very funny.
Mr. Beast
I
makes
feel
sausage?
like I could actually get behind that.
No.
No, Ordinary Sausage makes sausage. Mr. Beast makes food that harms children. Don't
True.
ever buy any streamer product that involves children and food. Don't do it. They're lying to you. It is not healthy.
Interesting, it's not sure. I can't find it on CD keys. That's annoying.
I don't have enough things.
But so many of those memorable missions. The other really memorable mission out of Destiny really had to do with Omnigul. The other one was like Savathun's Eye on Titan. We've all talked about that one before. That was a standout. That Vex. And then the Black Garden where we went after the heart. And we had to destroy all those big Vex statues that came to life. And then when we finally had victory, the sky was filled with rose petals. Oh my gosh, it was beautiful. That's why I went after that sparrow so hot and heavy. We had a sparrow in D2 that rains down rose petals. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. I have 2 of them. I loved it
I'm
so
on
much. I got a
the-
second one.
I'm on the Xbox store and it's £16 for us over here in the UK. I don't know what that transfers over to you
About
guys.
$25. Stream the final mission of Rise of Iron. What was the final mission in Rise of Iron? Where we freed all the old Iron Lords? I don't even know if we freed them. We battled them down there in that bunker. Right? Is that the one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Stream. That was rough too. It seems like we had to go through a Siva corrupted fallen. We, worked our way deep down into, the below and the plague lands. And then we had to battle that final Iron Lord that was just full Siva monster, really. There was no humanity left because they'd been down there for, several hundred years, and Siva had kept them alive. Siva is the unfinished. It's the other side of the mountain that we have not, there's been no completion, no ending to what Siva really was. We fought that, and I think we tried to seal back up the chamber. So I don't think we really streamed. Did we really defeat that stuff? Because I think it's alive down there. I think it's alive.
I could start placing furniture.
Kat, thank you so much for hanging out with me today.
Gonna decorate.
But yeah, stream. what are your thoughts? Did we really get it?
Oh, so
Because I
cute.
know the
little shooting
complex
range
was
is
blowing up
fancy.
as we were running to get out of there. Kat, I hope you got something good. Red says, I wish they would bring back Mars and Venus.
Oh, you can even see the
Yeah,
satellite
wasn't
from
that where
here.
the
Oh,
library was at? Venus? Is that where we really met the first bunch of Vex? And the
That was called
Exo
the
Stranger,
Easter
Elsie Bray,
Collective.
came out and said, "This is evil so dark that even other evil fears it." And she crushes one of them underneath her foot and smushes the life out of it. And you look at her and you're like, yes, girl, we're going to be friends. I see a side of you that says you're going to be good for the movement. Man, oh man, the Ishtar Collective. It was the Ishtar Collective. And then we
Yes.
ran into, aren't they on Kepler? Or we ran
yeah,
into
and
part of
they
them
started
on
moving up
Neo
there too.
Muna,
I think.
the
It
Ishtar
was Neo
Collective.
Muna. Maya Sundarish and Shioma Esi were the founding members of the Ishtar Collective before they went to Neo Muna when the collapse happened. So
One of the best missions I ever, a little story. It wasn't really the mission, it was just a story within the mission. We were in the Ishtar Collective area, and we'd been battling to get into this complex that was sealed. And of course, every sealed
Oh yeah.
complex, there's always a bunch of fallen crawling around once you get into it.
Oh,
Just go through the air conditioning vent is what Hawthorne would do. But anyway, we'd been battling to get into this facility, which was totally locked and sealed and hadn't been opened, in 300 years. But we finally, Ghost works the code out. The wait, they're coming for you as I open the door. And the door opens, and you hear the seal break, and it's almost like that King Tut's tomb moment. The air rushes out and hits you, and then as we're walking into the complex, the ghost says, scannable, and you walk over and you look, and it's this couple. Um, in they're in like spacesuits, if I remember. Maybe they didn't even have spacesuits on, but there's this couple laying there, just bones. And our ghost tells us like they loved each other based on what he knew, what he found on the records. Like they were, a duo, partners in a relationship, and they died not by the fire of the Vex or anybody else. It wasn't the Fallen that destroyed them, but they simply probably ran out of oxygen or food, and we found them there lying in an embrace. And it was a really touching moment to know that these two lived, and they died in each other's arms. It was really a great moment. One of the great moments inside Destiny 1. And there was just a few really great moments that were emotionally touching on a softer side. There were many great moments that were touching on the hardcore battle. We won this. There were many of those. But those little softer sides, the peek at life to give you an understanding of what was lost, those were rare. They were very rare. And I don't think we had a lot of those. Do you remember a lot of those, Havoc? Did we? We didn't really find a lot of that. We did not find a
you're
lot of
finding?
it.
Huh?
Just it showed that there was a side of humanity that was there that you don't
Oh
often
yeah.
think about as you're running through battling.
Right.
But one of the best missions on Venus was the Taken captain that ran around. It was like a public event. And I went back to that years later. I did load back into that, and I hunted the captain down. Where are you, Captain? I'm coming for you. And I hunted the old boy down, and I did bad things to him. I did bad things.
I wasn't know when it came out though. That was like in Taken King. Because Taken weren't a thing when it first came out.
Yeah, it was good though. It was good. And wasn't there a separate version that was just Fallen? But then that one came out, and it was the Taken, and it was so glorious. Prior to
That's like
that, I think
taking.
we had just had like you could just run into the Fallen, or who was wandering around on Venus? The Fallen.
Falling in the Vex, probably.
Yeah, and it bothered me that the Vex were like, "Oh, we were here. These ruins predate humanity. They've been here for billions of years. They planted that yesterday, Ghost. That hadn't been there for a billion years. They slipped it into the timeline and made you think been there." But there was also that mission where we had to get the Gate Lord's eye, and I went back and did that solo. I went back. Everything that gave me a problem, I wanted to conquer. And I did go back and conquered all that stuff solo. And I was surprised. It may have taken a few runs, especially the Shield brothers on the Dreadnought. Those boys,
Oh man, yeah, they were.
they were rough. But I did go back and solo that.
You want to even know even worse strike to solo?
Tell me.
The Wretched Eye strike from Rise of Iron. That is by far the worst strike they've ever
Tell
made.
me about it. The Wretched Eye Strike. What? Tell me about it, Zatu.
I remember it, but I don't remember it.
So that Wretched Eye was the invincible ogre with the captain.
Oh my gosh! You're talking about in the silos, way down at the
Yeah.
bottom of the silos, and they'd been doing bad things to the ogre.
Yeah.
Oh my! And the big old Siva-ized captain was a handful of hatred. That's all you could say about him. He wanted to jump around and pull out his minions, and it just was evil. Evil. And there were so few places to seek shelter and cover. That's the one, Havoc, that years ago we were with somebody, taco somebody. Taco somebody. I love tacos, but we played with some rotten tacos. Your sour cream's gone bad. But he hid up in the rafters. You know, you came into the silo. You were up high. Okay, we were up here, the ground floor. You know, very far down because you could get if you just jumped down, you could get a lot of damage there. But if you looked over to the right hand side of the battlefield, there was a little cubby hole up there. And hunters were good at making it up there. And this taco was a hunter, and he just thought he was going to hide up there the entire battle as Havoc and I were struggling to try to win the thing. And he never came out. We did win it. And Havoc, didn't you report him for poor
I sure
sportsmanship
did. That was
or
poor
something?
sportsmanship. Heck yeah.
Poor
I couldn't believe it.
sportsmanship. Taco, get out of here.
And I don't normally report people. Like I'm too
He
lazy
deserved
to-
it. I was steaming
Yeah,
mad. I'm
I
like,
was-
he couldn't maneuver into a position to fire because if he did, he would have fallen out from safety. But he did not help us at all. That is where I learned to love. Now I did not play, but I learned to love the self-res warlocks in that battle.
Oh yes.
Because that was so rough. And when the chains broke on that ogre, oh my gosh, evil was let loose upon the battlefield because he would beam you into nothingness. Weren't they taking his eyes to make like a Wardcliff coil or something? What were they stealing his eye for?
I don't know.
Just cause they could, I guess.
They were taking his body parts to make weapons with, is what Siva was doing. Because you have to remember, this was the Fallen that they had captured a hive ogre, and nothing good was going to come out of that. Nothing good. One day, Guardians, we'll load that up. I will silence the music on it, and we'll go in. We'll take a look at them. and maybe somebody that's got D1 can go in with me, because I did. There were people that joined me on some of the missions that hang out here in the stream, and they came in and said, let's run a few of these. But several big Vex, mind types that I battled against, and some of them really difficult. One of them was like down in a hole. Where did that mission start? I don't remember. Then there was a PS5 exclusive that went to Xbox. Glooby, hello, welcome in. That was the lionfish that we know from the Garden of Salvation. It was an exclusive on PlayStation, and then after a year, it opened up on Xbox. Do you remember that, Havoc, when we finally got to play that on Xbox?
Mm-hmm.
And she had like waffle walls that would move, and you had to
It was a lot
avoid
of
being
fun.
fried by the
And
waffle
we didn't even
wall.
have that strike that long either, because they took it
Because,
away shortly after.
well, we left and moved to PS4, I think a Pro at that point or something.
Well, I know, but they still removed it from the game shortly.
No, it's
after,
there. I
rather-
played that, when I went back in. I
Oh,
thought
I
it was there.
gone.
I think it's still there.
Not in D2.
D1.
Oh, what am
It's
I
D1.
talking
It's
about?
not
Yeah,
D2.
right.
You've lost
Right.
track because they all
I'm
blend.
mixing things. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, that was a
But
fun mission. I
really
liked
good
it.
stuff, Guardians. There were a lot of champion making moments in there. And remember, this is a time when days were dark and nights were long. There was no ledge assist. There were no bows. We did have Dark
Assist and
Drinker, and what was
You
the
only get these
other?
guys.
What were the swords that everybody wanted? There was an Arc, Void, and
Everybody.
Solar.
Yeah, they came in Taken King. There was a Bolt Caster.
Yeah, because didn't we have to defeat
Bolt
Oryx or
Caster.
something to get them? Eris
No,
Morn
that was the-
walked
It was
out.
that stupid guy. That stupid guy I got mad at you for. Remember in the round? Because we had to kill him in a certain way to get the swords to drop or whatever.
That was you.
Yeah,
That was you.
That was you.
Havoc got, and he still burns about it. If I tell the story in detail, he still burns.
I'm enraged.
You had to go and do a special version of Ala Kul the Dark Blade, aka the Sewer King of the Dreadnought. You had to do a special version of that, and in order to survive, I went super and I hit my target, and it was not a mobile; it was a one and done. Luckily, I killed them both because Havoc went crazy town, and it was an open house in Crazy Town, and I'm like, they're dead. They're dead. The sword is in your possession. Man, oh man, that was a rough one. I kid you not, Guardians. It was rough, very rough. Zatu probably remembers all of this stuff, although he was just a youngin' back in the day.
I played it all
But really,
back then.
prior Taken King to after Taken King, it changed a lot. I remember hunting down, what was the one guy, he was like a Mithrax character, and we had to go up into, we went up into Venus, and you had to like jump on these stones that would disappear, and we took this Vex gate that beamed us up. And even now, when you look at it, you can see that structure on some of the... There's some mission that we have right now where you can look and you can see that structure on Venus. I don't remember exactly what it is that we go into, but it's visible. Because I just commented on it in a live stream a few days ago saying, oh, that's where we went and hunted him down. And then Petra Venge swings in one of her ships, and they beam him out. It's like, no, I don't want him in a stasis pod in the prison of elders. I want him dead right now. Because, of course, they freed him later. I mean, isn't he the same guy that we fight in Deepstone Crypt? And isn't he the one that keeps coming back? Didn't we?
Alex.
How many
Oh, you mean
times
like
have we fought
every boss in the
him?
game?
He
Tannic,
just
man,
keeps
what a guy.
coming back. He keeps coming back.
So did Oryx, so did Savathun, so did many
Yeah, but
others. I know. I know he had multiple times.
like start feeling like orcs. They're getting like that's like paracausal stuff that they're coming back. But like Tannic just comes back with nothing. I don't know how he's even. wants to come
What
back.
voodoo has he got that? I mean, cause they say something about it in game. Like, you know, how does he keep coming back?
Oh, I actually do know this one. It's Hush Shrinks. You could be doing that right now.
Whoa, he's got the shit.
He's got the ship.
I've got the power. He
Hey,
flies.
listen,
That
you
ship
can
is
still
so
talk, You can
fast.
still talk
He
Destiny lore
breaks
all day long.
time,
Get into trials.
and he comes back. He comes back.
Oh, this is
Oh,
really
how pretty the
surprising.
hair is.
This is an extreme surprise here. It's a 6v6 with 6 solar hunters. Who knew?
Trouble's coming. Trouble's coming. You know, but yeah, we will go back, Guardians. One day we'll all get together and we'll load that up. And we might even do it off camera because I know, like,
Yeah,
Zatu does have it, and I think Superman has
He used to have
D1.
it.
And Havoc, do you still have D1 or is it gone? You still have it, don't
I mean,
you?
I have it, but I
You'd have to
don't
load it on
wanna
your
play it.
PlayStation instead of.
I've lost
Yeah.
everything D1 related.
yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wait,
I got
did you?
hacked.
No.
I got hacked, didn't I? So I lost everything.
Oh, right. Oh, right. Well.
Now, say that again, Zatu. Why have you lost everything from D1?
Remember, I got hacked, didn't I?
Oh my gosh! And you, all that stuff is gone.
Yep, everything's gone.
That like what would they have done with that?
Well, changed the email and everything. They've changed the email, so I can't even log into it. Like,
I mean, why would they want that? That don't make any sense at all.
That's
I
not
mean,
what they're going. That's not what they're going for. It just happened
Just
to be an unfortunate.
side effect of what they
Yeah,
wanted.
exactly.
Okay, I'm going to see Zer because I do forget about, you know, my visits to Zer. Hello, Zer. Spend additional strange coins. All right.
to be honest, that gives me a reason to go back and play all the again if I really wanted to play for D1 again at some point.
Genuinely, that's all they have. Like, the way people talk about Destiny 1 is they have player engagement immediately and assets that they at least at some point owned.
Literally, Destiny 1 was such a good experience when it came out. It was peak Destiny, and it will never be like that ever again.
Yeah, it was really good, Double O Shannon. It was really good. The Black Spindle mission, I know I remember doing that. I remember
Did it
Red.
become Whisper the Worm? Somebody was saying, or somebody saying that.
It's basically, in D1 there was this weapon called Whisper the Worm, which was a legendary sniper from Protoss End, and eventually they made an exotic version of it, which pretty much is just Whisper, but in a special ammo form.
The exotic for Black Hammer. The one exotic that I just remember so well was, just that one for Alakul. And it was, and getting the sword, because I wanted that sword so bad. You know, it was a spin it to win it. And I think Havoc, mine was what? Void? Was the Void the spin one? And then Havoc,
I had Arc Bolt.
You had Arc, yeah. And I think I had Void. Because it was dark purple, dark drinker red. Yeah. My gosh. I got that thing. And do you know the first place I went? The first place off to the Dreadnought. And I went turtle hunting. I had a blast doing that. You know, the Dreadnought seems like it should have been in D2, really. The whole thing, not just little blocked off sections, but the whole thing.
Like they had the opportunity to bring it into the game when that episode was there, and they
I know. If they would have removed the waffle wall, we could have had access to all of the Dreadnought, and it was a blast there. I loved it.
It's like they had the opportunity to bring back Leviathan, Titan, as well in those seasons, but we just didn't.
Yeah, they did. We could have had the full thing back. They've not lost the Leviathan raid, have they? When did
Bye-bye,
that come out?
probably.
Was that part of the Red War? When did that
Part
come
of Red
out?
War, yeah. Came out Red War.
Have they lost all of that in its entirety?
I wouldn't be surprised, to be honest.
Guardians, I don't know if I believe that. How could you lose that stuff that you had millions of dollars tied up into? Listen, if I had $1 million pair of tennis shoes, you think I'm gonna lose them? No. They're gonna be in a glass box, right there where I can see them. When you spend millions of dollars on a game, are you going to delete those assets? I don't believe it for a minute. I'm like that judge that said, don't come in here with a bunch of snippets from content creators and live streamers. I'm going to need to see the whole thing. You go back to your office and you bring in everything. I would not believe for an instant that it's all lost. Like, how would you lose all of that? How?
Your homework.
Yeah, the dog ate it. The dog ate it.
That's literally a perfect analogy or whatever of Red War. Dog ate it. I don't know how to get back now.
Where'd it go? Oh my! We worked on it for 5 years, but somehow we've lost it. No way. Even if the company said, let's get rid of it, somebody would have said, I spent 5 years of my life, 65 hours a week on this. I'm just going to make a little copy of all this stuff. And they would have saved it. It's out there. They have it somewhere. I mean, they always say you truly can't ever delete everything. And they can't claim a fire destroyed it, right? There was no fire at the Bungie headquarters, so they can't claim that. I don't know. Even when I heard
it could
that,
be proprietary to Activision at the time.
Are you sure there's not fire? There's a fire every week at Bungie.
somebody's putting a fire out every week. I don't know. It was under Activision. You're right.
It could just be a proprietary to them, and they might have some sort of legal agreement that they can't release it under their own. I don't know. Who knows?
But then they're bringing back parts of it. We get parts of it. So if Activision still owned it, they'd have to get permission to use any. If Activision part of it. So strange. Oh no! Did I get the boot? Did I get the boot?
Rising.
I've been booted. I have been booted.
It's Horizon time.
Let's see. Is it going to kick me off the stream, or am I still here? Am I still here?
Oh, well, I don't know. On my end, it's.
You got booted off stream, but you're still here.
It says that the stream is still good, but let me see if it catches up.
Unless it's just started back up. I don't know.
It takes it just a moment to register here on OBS.
I'm almost convinced it's OBS.
Yep.
It's gotta be.
I am
we've
too,
never had
because it
problem
doesn't
with it
happen on
before, and we
anything
used it
else.
for-
I played Warframe last night for a little while. I never have a single problem.
We've used it for years. Why would all of a sudden it be a problem?
I
It could just
know,
be like
I know.
I mean,
And
it
that
could
current
also
thing,
be like some sort of setting or an update that OBS did. That isn't whether it's not compatible or something. There's so many things that it could be.
Manly Sprinkles, thank you. It says, OBS is saying that it's still streaming. Am I here? Hello? Am I here?
You're here.
I don't know if you guys remember saying this, but I had a friend that used OBS, and just randomly one day, it just completely went crap, and they had to pretty much just go off OBS because everything was not working. One update can just completely ruin the software. It just happens.
I hope it stays stable. Thank you, Guardians. Thank you. All right, I think that's maybe time for me to go to dinner. Safi came up and saw me earlier, and she went back downstairs. She's her toys and everything are downstairs, and she loves to go down there. And she takes naps. She'll get her favorite toys and play with them for a while, and then take a nap. But I do have to, let her out, take her for a walk, run her around the park. We have a good time. Safi is, she's a little war beast, and she's growing.
guardian.
Today, she's a war beast for the light. Today she
Hope you do
weighed
that for Halloween for her.
she weighed
Yeah, that would be so
48 pounds. 48
Yeah,
pounds.
growing real fast.
And she thinks she's still, small enough to get in my lap, and she wants to run and jump. And it's like, holy cow, girl, you're 48 pounds now. Calm down. Calm down. But she will jump, and then if she's feeling little girl, she'll come to the edge of the sofa and act like she can't get on it.
She
She
plays
puts
like
her
she can't
paws
get
up, and she'll start like, help me up, help me up.
Oh.
And I like, you just jumped onto the back of the sofa like 5 minutes
Right.
ago, and now you're
Meanwhile,
acting
she's
like
a
you
missile
can't
9
get
out of
up.
10 times.
So
That's so
I reach over and I will grab her legs and give her a little boost, and she just thinks that's the best thing in the world. I'm crazy about her, absolutely crazy. Oh, I got a notice saying I've just gone live. Guardians,
Oh,
I'm going to
yeah.
take a little break, and then if I'm able to, I'm going to fix some dinner and come back and play tonight. I need to do more Trials of Osiris. I need to clear my card because I know that I did lose
You
that
need to
last
find
one.
when to stream Rising, or at least
Stream
catch
Rising.
up.
Stream Rising.
It's like,
And I do
13 out of
need
30
to
people right now,
complete Destiny Rising because I think I'm on stage 2, part 3, something that I've got to get finished. How much further do I need to get before I can
You're not
join
that
the
far.
clan?
It's in the first chapter of 2, so, and you're right there.
I think I need,
think
in
where
my
strikes
next
and
step,
stuff
I need to
start.
do strikes inside of Destiny Rising.
So like right after that, I think is when you get your. But
You have to
it'll
get to
happen
around. I think you have to get to around level 20 before you can join a clan. I think.
Oh yes, that too. Yeah.
Level
Should happen
20. I'll have
relatively
to
at the
take a
same
look
time,
at
hopefully.
it.
Yeah,
Because
when-
it is, it feels
But once
like
you get into
really,
a good rotation, you just have to do it a couple hours a day and then go back into Destiny 2 just to keep up. It's
I
not
know.
bad.
Now, do keep in mind my first love here, Guardians, Destiny 2. But
Video
Destiny
game.
What if you
Rising
just
is
did
a
Destiny as a
nice,
whole?
it's a
Love
nice
is
little
Destiny.
detour that still feels like I'm in Destiny. It has that look, it has the feel, the characters. It's familiar. It is just familiar, but feels fresh. It feels really fresh. Guardians, thank you for hanging out with me wherever you reside today in the world. Push back the darkness. Play the game. Come on in. We need some fresh Guardians in here. Double O'Shannon, thank you. You know that you have a chair at the table. You come hang out with me. We will shoot the breeze. And don't hesitate to join Discord and have your voice heard. I would love to chat with you. I will see you very soon on my next adventure in Destiny 2. Bye. Bye. Thank you, Guardians. Thank you.